And you're welcome to the Happy Morning Show live on ETV, live on Happy 98.9 FM. Beautiful morning to all of us. Today is the 26th day in the month of January 2022. I'm hoping say Anape Yasha say a year. The psalmist is saying ayawa, senya wa enkarade enkayenso yene hwan. Senya wa erade enke kan wonwa ye from what the four wonwa ye from what titiriwa enkamenso me hwan. And this morning, even as the songstress was singing that song, I'm hoping that you are picking one or two from that song. Shortly, ACP retired Victor Tando at the ye road safety tidbits na everything. If we are near to us at the headlines of the newspapers, emo and some abre adofo. Ebe to us na yedi nkomo na afeina by 7 years. Sports update abre man fan pay our happy morning show eso. And then I am midweek edition there. Certainly, the young camera ever man for na ya twice near the come out. There is so much to talk about this morning. I'm hoping that you follow the conversation and share your thoughts, views, and your comments with us this morning. Nini when say masa. Jumadi ekoso ewo Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Obetuna following ETV Ghana and I say happy 989 FM. Your hashtag no happy HMS. Hashtag happy HMS. Now also all comments via. Odia fa na dia breme wo do fobia person channel no pay me patcho o de fa Facebook I will get it, I'll receive it, and then I will go through those messages that you sent to me this morning via these platforms that I've spoken of. But your WhatsApp number idea my studio hanum say 0202222067 until only 19 bomo na yenyina no yendi enkomo. But quickly mefa a quick devotional message Emma at the 4 na fe yentwaso na yendi enkomo anapay na ACP emfa road safety no ehonsem no embrain. And I'm reading a scripture I chanced upon Enra wabana may require time, and it's from the book of Psalms chapter 105 verse 14 to around, let's say 19, let me just say 19, from 16 to 19. Now, this is what the Bible says. Moreover, he called for a famine in the land. He destroyed all the provision of bread. He sent a man before them, Joseph, who was sold as a slave. They had his feet with fetters. He was laid in irons. And to the time that his word came to pass, the word of the Lord tested him. The king sent and released him, and the ruler of the people let him go. And I'm sharing this with you, that there may be circumstances in your life, Minia, is blowing you left, right, center. You won't understand why this is happening at the commencement of the year. See a chance here. Now, who hope say things will turn out right, you know. When you say bisi basa, wawariemu bisi basa, wabrabomu bisi basa, unkodemu bisi basa. Things seem not to be falling in pleasant places. But I want to share with you this I found in the Bible. That ahead of time, even and Sani told Joseph and Nako Egypt by his own brethren, no. Bible say, God himself called for a famine in the land. And in so doing, he sent a man before them, and that man was called Joseph. And Joseph had to endure all the pain, being thrown into a ditch, being sold by his own brothers, and being sent into Egypt, and being in Egypt, and being in prison. He had to go through all those processes, and they were all orchestrated by God. So what shows that what you're going through this morning is not orchestrated by him to lift you up tomorrow, after he has refined you, after he has tested you, and after he has confirmed that this is my son I can have confidence in. And I pray the offer Mobiano, I'm saying, be courageous and trust in the Lord. He'll bring you to an expected end. We any quick devotional message I'm about ACP at the road safety tidbits now. I may say the road safety tidbits na every phone na some the ACP retired Victor Tana Bakansa or the road safety tidbits na every ACP na pension more kwaba.
Major audition.
We so nyankopon dem ti ahoden wo ho.
Nyaminti. Me gise mo so mo yes ah.
Nyame ademi kokomu kakra na pen. Eja anape de finance.
Yeah, there me ase. E my poor mo happy from. Mo and mo djuma pa. Bibia mu no modi de eboa mo man. Sikaka same unkura nhye nsema mapa de ba no. Madam for be on the one and any young. And because Mapo Pianigis and Christians. Or don't forget come on, Uncle Suntin and Yumchema, would do your name. A chip from Muted Media and Opera Mamunach, Mamma Chadishi. At Mobile State Media Casey, so our happy FM 98.9. The pioneer, dear Bema, Sammy, a Sean, and a chick, a jum. All my body children be, and a Gilbert, Isaac Ade, Justice Natty, Stefan Dankwa, Raymond Nemado, Fatih Shaibu Ali, Pastor Thomas, Kwam Damte, and a director, John Kuma. So for the Amias is so near Dingy to Mamma Pati Amia strong or dim. And they are propounding Bosumida, a torso, a duono enum, and then she a cock, any more. Obisi, Bozo Pepombos Media, Ope, Adia Wapa, and a photo to Ope Pombosman. Already Amias or near Dingy to do. And she came, and you'll be an Indian see. You'll be an Indian see, and see American who say. Any papa ni warning yini nemo ma yatom na sa tom dia ene me ne retire police for few moment yen na nchechi one of pay echi one of pay so by his grace so we are alive me chepeni the journey until about most kurane da so my I salute you the chairman of Penyami Ishram opinion obri omen sabaho no penny senior teachers of his marching of pay ya me encounter Inspector every year, Inspector Babangida, more original CID Accra, or Marciano Pay. I mean, come home. Retired police officer, retired lawyer KK Amor, only lawyer Safo Ajimai. The chairman in Anno Pay, I mean, in Shishram. Episode 4. A queen, yes, Sujumai. Yes, a super drama, dear. PM na say kan hu say igina ye nyina yeso ye ni ye ya brabo ye nantie ye shenka ye basket so tra beto se enne nyinara wonna manadwa ni hu so bi she obi oti basket so reflective material ye kan wa se mi da bi on she bi ofi bi nye basket no ho ne ku no na sumu no krin ana ehu papa I know who. Then pick a bone to got him. Then so, Sabi, until fast for boning and I am more driver. Therefore, only born more, Papa and someone who are dinner. Near him for honor. Now, or criminal on the baby. Ninano, Ahmet. It's Mestre. Moto for the Omayade. The basket for the Debbie. More share reflective, but I will be. Let go near him, Pierre. Said nobody be a bomb by Amato. In here, Papa. Nasana, they were called now to be a chairman. I need my ye dear. You say a driving license on WhatsApp. You say a horse a driving license, a some book, papa. A some book. Say, oh, the license will be a. Oh, bread, different too. Oh, bread, papa. Koyen so here back home, or I'm here no tea. Asan koye bio as who tries a kakakra or a bit to me cobe empress and pre-9 as son when your license no. There's a witness a criteria. We are criteria, not the next way. There's a winner I feel ye papa my license no. Who did license nini? Na emre be a better who be so. Which me at the year etuma. We had the same bit me up. Making a make a license here the mawa. Na enye afebo ehihye wo wan fa hihye na anye tuma license no credit me agi efiri unsam etimi to license no chok anaso etimi different unsam kura o says an license enukure ehyen kan bi wo no mo wa ehyen o kan wan kan here wan ga license be different unsam ana ebeto no chok be afeba kokura no would be teaching and for law requirements. Let's say, so I'm passing, okay, Shane, I said, when you are not the need. Let's say, I told lines to see chokra. Now, Okoi, and now to say, oh, buy. Okay, and I said, oh, buy. And don't enter the mayor as a dream license to you. And from some back on, a dangerous driving. Dangerous driving. That dangerous driving. And once I'm okay, papa, who the car far shoulder, who say, be possible, who say, cough, who say, a chrome, no train, no unya. This will be training Kwan was a question. Let's say no court could do us for dangerous driving. That would differ say Kim. Pamia Yam Fine, Yamoka. Bokako them. Base you the Bokako them. Obasa would license and also court to meet in a satuso. Cra ya Jeffrey. Yeah, Jeffrey. Side no main unity any year boy and wokoko. Secret license, no, you need license in me. You get a boss from Coba license, no. Then I share on every netuma. Yen said between a boy and papa. A mubaku view, a mubaku view. Drunk driving. So what should be well, you know, crowd say yes. What do you mean? Now they are quick fishing. Now they are quick accident. Now they are said, Obi, actually, in Kwam. Oh, that be. One says, okay, so it will license, you know, and brand wood, you know, that all here license and so on. Then so cancer, but Jeff for some swaggy, but turn chocolate, no, at all. Ningano, license here, Krawi. I dear master fetching, and film me, Nubian Cosacram, Corinu, and fancy for license no crack up, no one here, and your for front, and for mom. Ningano need do two for, yes, sure, say, yeah. We are near ya. Well, we are realize the best in future, dear sir. Or how be any more? There's one year, dear. I don't want your lances and after back to Crane. Yeah, dear for himself. And you'll be an exhibition. And the year who shank can equal lances no. You did come me any lances in it. Yet toss mommy and very mre, but I want to yetuma. Yet toss me and sat, mommy and more buying. Saying, could you be beer? The man lances no a free answer. Did you say you win in an hour? A bit me a boy. A class bedua. A gang in I so, and I'm going to a bay near ye, near me and so a dow. Or don't forget care home, happy for. Only any ye, Nejuma Pebiri, and Sunedeno. A gentleman at them any shra, ever mine.
It's been a paper say for your road safety tidbit or the other. Some of the better also now at the headlines, no, about the four. And welcome back to the Happy Morning Show. Some media, I mean, as I say, you did the Obokata no ATFM no Belmont for media a cost of Nisim 95.9 and 100.1 Bogatanga and Tamale Union Adofwa Moshe Namutie Inyano, especially in Tamale Bogatanga, Wa Savlugu and all other years Ninyano. You can just say hello on Facebook. Facebook, your handle, no, a happy 989 FM, and I say ETV Ghana. And to those of my friends, those of my buddies, those of my viewers, and our viewers in Wa, Bogatanga, Tamale, Savalugu, Yendi, Sa AUS Ninjanano. And I pay for Facebook, Nashu happy 989 FM, and I say ETV Ghana. Say hi, say hello. Now means me respond live on TV. Not yen chacha. When I mean besides, and I pay no Tamale to say how is the weather. Me cop Bogadia, me will base view on my me bahonum, and I'm sure so one of these days when I travel there, no, the best shot near come on. And let's get interactive on social media. Na END and come on. Fatih Shabali Elmenchen, Sansuna Raymond Yamado, and so Elmenchen, your digital media in Asia. So Fatih, morning.
Good morning, Sammy.
Bibi Adedin.
Yamiadon.
Eta Eradi Asim. Ray, morning.
Morning, Sammy.
Bibi Adedin.
Yamiadon.
Eta Eradi Asim. Yo, you told us that you didn't come to China, you the Daily Graphic, and I shall see on the page. Now, the front page of the Daily Graphic stories are on any COVID-19 vaccine plant here. Pan-African project includes Rwanda, Senegal, and no Honoma, Bonse, Yekamwasem. Apiati Support Fund launched, and also Honoma were more at the opening. Samuel Abu Jinapo Infoni Atwani, Minister for Lands and Natural Resources. Parliament reconvenes. E-levy consideration shifted to next Tuesday. Vice President addresses UN Security Council, calls for action on domestic inequalities. And no El Honoma among for Ebetimi Ediomeni Edieche. Other stories El Kratano Emu Eni. Malawi's president dissolves cabinet over corruption allegations. Mali demands Denmark immediately withdraw its special forces. And no Honoma Oman for me, I can kind be heavy snowfall cripples life in Istanbul. Taliban stands to benefit from Norway talks. And no Honoma Oman for me, I can kind be an Stop calling old women witches. You see, Regional Chief Imam advises the youth and not Ewo Honoma. And also, a man for a bit me, I can kind a beer and pay. Okay. Mahama accuses government of economic mismanagement. NCC reiterates need for constitutional reforms. Ada Traditional Council condemns attack on Radio Ada and avoid negative remarks on rival contestants. Former NDC chairman Enna Ekasa, that's Mr. Bismarck Tebia, or no Enna Ekasa Semno. Dealing with coup d'etat, speak up against unconstitutional civilian heads. Security experts charge ECOWAS and no Ewo Honum. And other stories, Ewo Kratanimu, Ogwa honors 59 firms, individuals at Osaberima Royal Awards and no Ewo Honum. Final stories, households spend 12 Ghana cedis per week on PPE. That's according to a study. MDA's expenditure budget reduced by 20% and no Ewo Honum. And Western rail lines to be rehabilitated. John Peter Amewu and Kasa into way stories are Daily Graphic they are bringing.
The new crusading guide Kandapa calls for cool heads, urges parliamentarians to avoid adversarial and confrontational politics. Socialist movement demands accountability for Apiate explosion victims. MPs free for all brawl. Our conduct was shameful and condemnable. Upon Kroma says implores colleagues to be civil. UG appoints Jospon to join ANYSC Corporate Advisory Team. Government launches Apiate Support Fund. Eno Ewo Honum. Saso and Central Asia blackout leaves millions without power. Eno Ewo Honum. Dr. Emanuela Mwaku, no Ghanaian woman should die from cervical cancer. Know your risk. Eno Ewo Honum. Africa Cup of Nations, at least 8 killed in crash at Cameroon Stadium. Death and destruction as Mozambique hit storm. Eno Ohonum Saso Ena Ofanko Hawkers to be relocated January 31. Learn hard to benefit from free SHS Ga East MCE to students. Eno Ohonum Upper East Immigration Service rescues 29 children from trafficking. Ibrahim Mahama supports Apiate explosion victims. We are still on strike despite meetings with stakeholders. UTAG, Ena Kasaso, Ena in Central Region, angry as Sen Urakasi chief seizes 450-acre cocoa board plantation. We nina a stories a ubenya ewo new crusading guide akai.
Ghanaian Times and say at New Year school, sound economic base reduce COVID-19 impact. President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and this assembly about ministry to invest $20 million in tourism industry. Dr. Awal. Lands Ministry launch support fund for Apiate explosion victims. Majom, Adringano residents decry harassment by land guards. OSP to begin probe into banking and financial sector crisis. Otoaso LP Panama was a case involving Shatawali Medical Agent to February 15th. A focal trial state presents 11th witness. In our air stories, a paper note Haruna Idrisu. Brawl in Parliament was to preserve democratic values. And Lieutenant Colonel Sandaugu Damiba, 41, leads Burkina Faso coup. And then in our air stories, our house. I mean, also coup leaders now more bad than say, you know, young boys.
Yeah.
Young boys. Then motivation.
Charlie, circumstances, no, any politicians in any of handle affairs of woman to me the citizenry at the show woman some more so. And for mine, for your welfare, the generality of the populace, no. Until Kraumana say, Womu in cranny year. That's when you see these uprisings. Yeah.
Because I can't have the power of sharing the profile of the Namhua. At 41, I near ma.
Yeah.
Now, oh yeah, head of security for the capital, Ouagadougou.
Wow.
No control,
couple.
no
Yes,
control.
or a couple.
No better Nigeria so. Mali asks Denmark to immediately withdraw deployed troops until no pay 2 colonels no. Pictures and
Now I quick one. Is it alcohol tree teacher now?
Debbie,
Because now with me you should treat terminology.
Now then I'm used to
see also what's in a gun so.
Oh, salvation.
Did you hear?
Oh, Sammy. Sammy. You want to also our Ghanaian Times, no? Say,
John Bacassi cigar.
Mama new terms. NDC resolves to vote against e-levy. Tackle underlying causes of coup d'etats. Adam Bona and Odessa Assembly Abba. NDC needs massive reforms to regain power in 2024. Work assiduously to retain NPP in 2025. Sarah Afo, a Central Regional Director of YEA, Asema Odiabanono. Also, our people also NYA to recruit 100,000 volunteers. Pius Enam Hajide and Odessa Assembly Abba. Minerals Commission shuts down Joy Sidek Logistics over Apiati explosion. Sami and also a story. First female brigadier General of Ghana Armed Forces passes on, and also a story a paper no ediaba, no a Hosema paper no ediaba no pay. Let's ensure peace in Boku. President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and all this assembly to join us. I mean, now on the president Asia chiefs no delegation if we now discussion. No to most president Kasamu no. Ya wana kuma.
I. Omo tu yampiano.
Omo tu yampiano. Asin.
Onte yampiano ase.
Onte yampiano ase.
But
they say you are still graduating. Is OP1?
OP1.
I'm a man. If you're a man,
I know more.
Let me be so.
There be Omamba baby. And Bako says Speaker ditches colonial cloak, calls on MPs to shun violence. Into over speaker and picture of her Ojinimu Den Stogby. Lands Ministry launches fund for Apiati victims. So, I mean, when you know air stories and okay, Ghanaian Times Ediaba.
It was on the Daily Statesman and it was the stories I want to be any 100 billion Ghana cities, Ghana cares yielding results. President Akufo-Addo and Kasasem. Government launches fund for Apiati disaster victims. Baumia. Only access to opportunities will eliminate conflict. And Ghana's vaccine manufacturing agenda on course. We and the stories are Statesman at the bar.
Ghanaian publisher fixing the country. Ghana strips APAC naked. And no honum. Kojo Ponkroma, we have a responsibility to be civil in Parliament. Ghana, Senegal, and Rwanda to sign vaccine deal in February. President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo Eka. New education reforms, welfare of teachers, children is key. Child Rights Act boss tells government. Apiati explosion, government set up support fund to assist victims. Saso and COVID sparked innovation in private sector. And no ewo honum. Oko paper nima stories webenyaka. Domestic inequalities poses major threat to world peace. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ena eka saso ena ubenya stories be it is a Lands and Natural Resources Ministry court public support in Galamsey fight. Group storms Parliament over e-levy. SNIT paid 3.6 billion cedis to contributors in 2021. Dr. Tinkran ena eka saso ena special prosecutor probe financial sector crisis. Wemo Efi, the Ghanaian publisher.
Daily analysts and OPE say banking sector rot, special prosecutor chases top officials. Apiati disaster, Topinko offers scholarship to 20 students. Police on manhunt for killers of gold dealer. Na Ghana's top female soldier dead. First lady eulogizes her. Obehon picture of the late Brigadier General Emefa Ejiani Afenu and a picture of her. And government launches Apiati support fund for victims. In our air stories, story back was the GNPC Foundation to build schools and sanitary facilities at Apiati. Na story the best chat story I was say the elephant must learn to appreciate its jewels. A feature paper no there about when stories are offer daily analyst. I'll bet me okay.
Yet also needed the final newspaper and it was so share find that anymore. Was the MPs must stop damaging Ghana's image. Upon Kruma and Ekasa Rebecca Kufado sad over death of Ghana's first female brigadier general. Government set up endowment fund for Apiati victims. To prevent conflicts, countries must bridge inequalities gap. Dr. Baumia and Ekasa and Ghana choosing to host vaccine factory in Senegal, Rwanda, BioNTech partnership. President Kufado and Ekasa saying when the stories are not find that at brain.
Republic Press. Government launches Apiati support fund to assist victims. 3 police officers and immigration officer interdicted for stealing. COVID-19 sparks innovation in private sector. Dr. Ejapon. Double agony. Special prosecutor chases collapsed bank owners at court. Case runs concurrently. Mahama kicked against e-levy. Sasso and Brian Champon gift brand new car to best midwife in Kwau East. A story I wallpaper anymore. Sasso na Aboriginal flag. Australian government secures copyright after row. Ewo honum say ubi paper anymore. Stories be about me enya akain. Malawi president fires cabinet amid graft concerns. Ewo honum. COVID-19 Makinda da Sasso and where is vaccine injury compensation program group to government? Speaker opens 3-day CPA UK workshop in Accra. 2 arrested for fraud and illegal abortion. Sasso and a court adjourns Asin North case pending Supreme Court ruling on a motion. Otiko Jaba donates 156 wheelchairs to physically challenged persons. 3 police officers Makindada. Ghana loses first female brigadier general. FDA Ministry of Health to use QR and short code to curb fake pharmaceutical products. When the Republic Press.
The custodian and OPC majority minority must work in national interest. Albert Kandapa and all this assembly about government set up a Apiati support fund. COVID-19 drives innovation in private sector. Jospon boss Dr. Joseph Siao Ajepon and all this assembly about Nasami Jospon boss no. A doctor and a medical and a book and 80 pounds there.
No crane. Any doctor as in doctor.
Any medical. Any book.
A bit me a book.
There we sure say a book.
I don't know when you show. A bit me
a book. You sure say 80 pounds there.
Debbie.
There's so much on you. Joseph Siao Ajepon, doctor. You throw doctor and the
people ne choice.
So be a throw doctor.
But you don't know for sure. So
well, I know for a fact that we're in your book one. In your book. Where pounds there no. 80 pounds no. Let's stop domestic inequalities. Bamia to UN. Odeni who grabs hope and leadership award. 100 billion Ghana Cedi Cares initiative yielding results. President Akufo-Addo, as I mean, 100 billion I be do that.
Na say no question I was me bisa.
There be say.
So me bisa no.
100 billion Ghana Cares initiative yielding results.
But I ask you.
And 100 billion about the Ghana.
Yeah, total sikana usually for projects. So there are some projects that are ongoing.
So I mean, now 100 billion no other than I pay 7 million 11.
And it means me church but you can't store now because I asked you the same question.
Say,
Ghana 100 billion no about.
I mean, say about. I mean, yeah, baby, say
GRO for your mope. Government the revenue target over 100 billion.
Yeah, baby, say John Kuma.
Say I feel near Beji, and I
feel near Beji.
Yeah, Beji.
11 account.
Now, say I was all Kai said. Okay,
the yeah, baby, say John Kuma. I have a friend on our church because we're there. Ghana Gas gives 2 million Ghana cedis to Apiati victims. 1D1F, Good Roll Factory constructs 5.17 million euro bamboo toilet paper factory. And also paper num. And Ghana takes over Ameri plants. Nina air stories and pay the custodian at the Abami. Final paper air the Chronicle. Chronicle and pay say Joyce Ayi heads Apiati fundraising committee. Upon Kuma writes on civil responsibilities of MPs and 80% of COVID-19 infected persons not vaccinated. President Akufo-Addo. And Togwiga rules Parliament takes responsibility for e-levy raucous. When you know air stories and pay Chronicle Ediaba.
Yo, Yanko.
Business and Financial Times. $8 billion lost in 6 years through illicit mining sector financial flows, is a report. Global Media Alliance is PR Agency of the Year. SASO and COVID-19 sparks innovation in private sector. More room for policy hikes. Data Bank Naeka. Eurobond investors showing optimism after talks with government. Zero progress made in corruption fight within the past year. Transparency International. Ena Eka sa asemwe. SASO ena okope panimwa stories biaubit me. Enye bi akain enye. The rise of continent football underdogs at AFCON 2021. Eno ewo honum SASO ena misi mubiem. Global Media Alliance is PR Agency of the Year. Entino upe PR papa winim baby also di weni eche Global Media Alliance. Global pension schemes and benefits in perspective. Wait me apebi akain. Atom for peace. You who is without sin. No ewo honum feature be a woman ekasa about attempted prophecies. 20% expenditure cut insufficient to stabilize economy. Economists to be in a day same way at again.
For the avoidance of doubt. Joseph Siao Ajepon. Yamano honorary doctorate from the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology.
Okay.
Almost 60th anniversary celebration. And I'm the doctor no a bono or say doctor of literature honors course D.Lit. HC into we and a diamano into we and your book doctor and your medical doctor a KNUST doctor.
Mamenko
just so much on you own say so much on you sa doctor no you're Toronto from start. You're Toronto at the end. What you say?
Mamenko. Mamenko.
To see, I say,
I say, paper on the Toronto. Or the question.
There be Toronto from start.
Sir.
Yes.
You, Mamenko. Don't compare E-Block to our infrastructural development. NDC advised. We our your website happyghana.com. Policeman arrested for raping female thief in custody. And how would that happen?
How would that not happen?
On the pen of custody.
It's possible.
Now someone be say no hobby.
Oh, send the admin there. Yeah, the admin a painting picture now is possible.
No, it's possible. It's very possible.
Prophet shares the benefits of plantain to men. And no El Honum. And a Nigel Gazi strikes with another AFCON revelation. Burkina Faso ex-leader Blaise Compaoré fingered in coup. And a prophet gives tips on how to see spiritually. Burkina Faso coup not likely to happen in Ghana. Awaha Farouk and a Ekasa and a Bogoso explosion. We will do our best to ensure lives return to normalcy. And no El Honum. Picketing at Parliament will only pack our mats and pillows home after the e-levy is thrown out. And so El Honma, Oman for which me I can kind of pay.
Citynewsroom.com and okay stories are a waha ABNA. Controversial e-levy won't be relayed this week pending stakeholder consultations. Cape Coast Stadium can't host World Cup qualifier due to Independence Day celebration. National Sports Authority ignore reports of mandatory Aquaba insurance policy for international travelers. NIC and on this assembly about ceasefire and dialogue. Akufo-Addo tells Boku feuding factions. No need to investigate banking sector crisis. Vitus Azim to special prosecutor. Also, citynewsroom.com and appear other stories say major U-turns by Akufo-Addo government from 2017 to 2022. In Ablekuma residents call for speedy completion of abandoned hospital project. Justice for Ghana group to picket at Parliament for 3 days against e-levy. Savelugu accident, 3 more injured persons die. Government launches Apiati Support Fund. Dr. Joyce Ayi leads 5-member committee. NDC remains opposed to burdensome taxes. John Dramani Mahama. And Ghanaians react as Bagbin ditches speaker ceremonial cloak for traditional wear. When in our stories are call citynewsroom.com and opera betumi. Okay.
Google News. Ghana loses first female brigadier general. Melcom presents relief items to Apiati resident. Foundation donates items to 5 communities in Ekumfi district. Ghana's Keta Sunset to compete in beach soccer World Cup club in Spain. Saso and supporting either Domahene and Asantehene in their feud, headline is supporting either Domahene and Asantehene in their feud is rattling. And stories na Google News ubenye bi akai. OX delivers closes oversubscribed 3.4 million funding round. We nyina stories ubetimi enye bi Google News akai.
Got CNN International stories be any Russia's mirror image depiction of Ukraine showdown. The West fears Russia is about to attack Ukraine, but that's not the way it looks if you're watching state TV in Moscow. And no story a month for ebitimi I can kind of pay a war CNN.com. NATO prepares a written proposal for Russia and no pipeline becomes what Russia and Germany said it would never be. US Navy wants to get crashed stealth fighter back before China can. And no the end of the world order as we know it. Our more at the Vladimir Putin in Funi Ato Ehonum. Other stories and Susu Ebi Ehonum no. Australia needs to stop celebrating an invasion as if it's a source of pride and no Ehonum. At least 19 dead after karaoke bar brawl. And as you saw Ehonuma, a man for Ebitimi, I can kind of be and pay. Final one, a COVID-stricken aid ship is heading to virus-free Tonga. And no Ehonuma, a man for Ebitimi, I can kind of be into a stories are seeing at their brain.
BBC.com and OPC. US could sanction Putin if Russia invades Ukraine. Biden and all this assembly about doesn't feared missing as boat capsizes off Florida. Netherlands eases COVID-19 rules amid rising cases. Unvaccinated US patients denied a heart transplant. China eases COVID-19 testing rules for Olympics. BBC launches 2022 Komla Dumont Award. Otasio House IMF urges El Salvador to reverse Bitcoin policy. Chip supplies plunge amid global shortage, US says. IS militants surrender in Syria prison standoff. And final story, Ewoha essay. Disney responds to criticism of Snow White remake. When you know stories are, call bbc.com and I'll bet to me. Okay.
Reuters News. Storm Anna kills at least 3 in Mozambique and Malawi. 2 Senegalese soldiers killed, 9 missing after clash with separatists. Burkina Faso crowd celebrates West Africa's latest coup. Denmark says its troops are in Mali on basis of clear invitation. Suspected Islamists kill at least 12 in eastern Congo attacks on villages. Sasso and Burkina Faso coup, a blow to France as Sahel military mission unravels. France says it's committed to Sahel security. Sasso and goat, sheep and livelihoods lost to flood and cold in northern Kenya. South African corruption probe flags COVID-19 contract worth $137 million.
Well, Yanko, near for weather update and bread or for Kaiser story be mammy. South Africa, dear no.
South Africa, dear no. Story no essay. South African corruption probe flags COVID contract worth $137 million.
Yes, that's it. Audit here, dear no. Expenditure, yeah, COVID-19. I'm going to bring you now.
Why?
Well, Yantoso Namfa weather update in Brer Omanfano pay Elge Media no so and pay media and Cardia and a debra man for a free summer 7 year Akupum area 12 dear. Temperature would rise from 24 degrees Celsius to 31 degrees Celsius. We're hoping to have a very sunny day among for Shannon. So by 2 p.m. dear, the temperature would have increased from 31 degrees Celsius to 33 degrees Celsius. It will still remain sunny until say and Fan said by 7 there about net decrease to somewhere around 27 degrees Celsius. Would have some clear skies. Into the way I weather update a bit to me at the Ama Oman for Anope.
If you are not call Ghana Health Service for her aquacofa COVID-19 update, you know, ABBA. So new cases are 169. Active cases are 3,227. Confirmed total cases are 155,665. Deaths are 1,370. And our recoveries and discharge, you know, 151,068. Worldwide total figures recorded 358 million plus 3.47 million. Deaths 5.61 million plus 8,453.
Yet also the trends no it was nothing no yes say D and Komo and obey, but as I already indicated no. Now would be the best time. So, person childophobia, you send it to me via WhatsApp 02022222067. And I saw the for Facebook, your handle no a happy 989 FM. And I say ETV Ghana. Now, comment be good morning, happy birthday to be that person channel. And now, so person me where say you're listening and following the conversation live on Facebook. Do so now. Now, menji a minute or two na mencha no pay and sani atwaso near bobo in semnemo. Party.
Yeah, call Akofa and that trend na kosuna aba na yenina yenim endra parliament de ekosi ewo honoma na the amount for eka efa ho speaker senia address ye ediko ekopie mu ewo parliament na amount for eninda se obedresse info regalia akopie mu ewo ho enti no eba ne sa no na amanfo se then na ekoso ewo parliament na speaker address agina henche etutu ne ntoma nanka obi afili say bia obehye the speaker's cloak na odi abetini dwem no afi omuhu ya speaker na etutu ntoma obey na amanfo se ene ene de ho beye de Into comment ni bia elkono omo say enye de ehie nie
some people can be mean
he should patronize Made in Ghana Hospital too and stop visiting Dubai. Ajay Eric says surprise it's coming from a man who travels all the way to Dubai for medical checkup. Man, life be different matter. Saso and Maxwell Boache essay. This advice goes to the judiciary as well. They must also change from the colonial residue of dressing to court, especially the lawyers in the wigs. Makwala Dreams, time, it's overdue. We need to showcase our own identity, respect to the speaker. Lele say, he had to set the record straight. There is nothing wrong with that. Bossy E, he's a Speaker of Parliament, talking about colonial legacies of the British. Such a joke. Kantanka make V8 in Ghana, but you guys still borrow and buy outside Ghana. And no, ewo honom. So and ready me to be kind. Bonti for real say. There be and some na man for kika no en twa ye. Na tietia ne tintin ane say ebi mo say, oh, this is long overdue. I was a Ghana, you shall say, you showcase your tradition and your culture. Now, senior speaker to tune to imagine a hin chekosi no very regal. Honestly, no me who and up me who's a power be a shemu. I don't know, but that's how I felt, and I felt like this is how it should be, you know. But ebi must say aden or official appearance I was so have na one use na afi wakako to mano na na person chere sen na same ene betimi a chere yemu the reason behind speaker na appearance no.
Well, and when you're wrong, obi obecheche wasem because I mostly, you know, position myself and you know, subscribe to some of the comments that the people were making that the double standards and does too much. It does too much. Look, Brunya, just this Christmas, count the number of hampers a free ministries, state agencies were a core as a woman business.
Now has that ban been lifted? Of no hampers.
Oh my dear.
Okay, we can answer.
Ne check it. And one nation, and more do I hear na local rice. Check it chocolate and nation. Chocolate do I hear and a local chocolate I produce. Check it and no my little 2 minutes say how many of them are local products? That was the period that you bet me abua ama a local businesses no apiga. We didn't. Your normal rice here, brofood ya perfume, and your chair and one is chair.
I don't know one can say. Yeah, hampers. I don't know how far your local and shame.
Nasi o.
Labels in the name.
WWW.
Nancy, and then I'll tell you why I will not drink. No, but I'll drink label.
Nancy, well packaged akweteshi.
Sammy, you will not drink that. You will go and buy label.
What are you saying?
Oh, Sammy Jaja.
Sammy Obi am Trebia.
Sammy Jaja.
And I'm the bear because I don't want one thought I don't to form.
Sammy.
Now call baby.
Sammy, may you hamper. See hamper example no na person me deal with. May you hamper. You don't expect say. May you hamper. You come senior. I'm a koto appeal the shame. No.
Well branded appeal.
No, Nyabotre. Come on.
Well branded. Look, I saw.
Sammy Nyabotre. Sammy Jaja.
Akwateshi. I'm coming. Akwateshi.
Sammy Jaja. Me say. Can't tell me say. Me ya hamper. I'm a chairman. Now me the appeal never be shame. Definitely no. You call for label.
Fatty, what are we saying?
Yeah, green are green, blue are blue.
I mean, what are we saying? Look at this. Look, I wish the folks at the back can see this. Look at this branding.
Me the man is on fire. Me the man is on fire decoration and me the man is on.
Oh no.
Sammy. On poison.
Oh, what are you saying? Remember what are you saying? Now one more Akwateshi.
Oh, Sammy Jaja.
Akwateshi enu animal
Jaja. Sammy Jaja.
You say about be okwa that one no.
Sammy Jaja.
And you say no ko ana no.
Sammy Jaja. Sammy Jaja.
Raymond, look.
Hamper now the buy no dey mean.
No, Raymond. Look, how about the rice? How about the rice? You need local rice.
Sammy, you see.
You need local rice.
No.
Some time ago we launched the Eat Ghana, Wear Ghana, Do
Sammy.
Ghana something.
Sammy.
What happened to it?
Campaign now person you know.
We couldn't sustain it.
But to the far hamper they am
We
disagree.
couldn't sustain it.
Oh, the far hamper disagree. I'm saying that.
We all know the relationship I have with the speaker, but I'm saying that I subscribe to the views that the people are saying. I subscribe to it. Look, the hypocrisy is too much. I saw a Kantanka car. Masa, the way they have modeled the car, and to say me who are there no, one more star no. I thought say it was one of these cars I did on Ediaba. And the guys are always telling us these are built for our terrain. Look, most of these V8s that are there,
and it will be easier for, you know, or more parliamentarians, government officials to use than Yeye Bakakoto. What's my say?
Yes.
It's easier.
Yes. But they won't buy it.
Sammy.
They won't support. Look, your man will say, and I get passionate when I'm saying some of these things.
Sammy.
Your man will say, and a local guy will start a business. All he needs it's a flexible bank loan, interest, from Kakra. Now, competitor with Freeman and Airbuy, say, oh, internationally recognized brand, that person, in even starting to dig a quampono, your man concessions. or waivers or this or that or that.
Companies, no, omunji loan na first no beja when they say waje big car.
Then
they be obi abem so
and
I'll go there.
And they don't go
there.
there.
I'll go there. It's a challenge.
Don't go there.
It's a challenge.
If you are starting a business and the enabling environment is giving you as a local, your ability to rise is quicker. But when we have a situation where people are coming to set up plants in this country, and then from the onset, there's an enclave for them, they enjoy certain benefits, and local companies cannot enjoy same.
When there are businesses that
point that Ghana for making
and all that.
You can condemn
instead
that,
of
but I'm saying that we should give the
building
same,
the business.
the same idea the same thing.
Giving the same for it to be abused in it, we will not support it.
Kantanka. Omu manufacture car from ground up. Omu assemble car.
Whether it is
assembly
Omu manufacture cars locally will come and omu assemble cars.
To be honest with you,
so and at the Yamani concession, or also assembling,
no, maybe sir.
Whether they are manufacturing, whether they are assembling,
you see.
It is the same.
You see, at the end they say, Obiba as Nissan, as VW, as whatever. Obehu government negotiations are cost. Ama based on some negotiations, government are managing certain concessions. Ultimately, now, obiti to Krum had that. I don't know what discussions have gone on between any government, but the price of the cars, clearly, you can see, say, because of importation, any whatever duties obeti our ports in India, the price of the cars was wrong. But I'm saying that.
No, I employ a lot more people and to produce more cars. Such a person, when he's bringing his goods, his raw materials into the country, his parts into the country, what do you do for him?
Nyabotre. Obi, I am a private business. Oh, the baby. It's a buy and
now
Nyabotre. Multinationals,
I have heard some arguments in the past. And sometimes I cringe when I hear some because the point is, so we are buying. No, some men me too and more.
Project.
What stops you from initiating the conversation? Yes. Why not?
Oh, Sammy, what I
tell any investors, goes to look for investors.
We sit here almost for plane with a delegation
to go and look for
investors. Meanwhile, investors are local guys in this country have the capacity. They will help them.
If Kantanka has the capacity to produce cars and they feel that they need concessions from government, absolutely nothing.
So you haven't heard Kantanka make comments to the effect that they need government help?
Wait, when Kantanka sits at Obedrim, now Okase needs government help. Now government so sorry Janu ko Kantanka. You
see?
If you need help, you go to who will give you help.
Who obiti ni fear no. What for plane? At the Nipa task war akọ abroche say o ye ko pam cho so member establish one say now citizen.
Sammy.
Ajina bedwam. Aka cho say me hia wo a wo say ne maintain.
Sammy, let me tell you something. Look, let us not kid ourselves. Between me going to buy an assembled Toyota or a Nissan or a VW. Any Ghanaian sitting anywhere would have more confidence buying any of those vehicles.
That is not true.
Than to go and buy
a
seemingly
that is not true.
A Chinese assembled
That
Kantanka.
is not true. That is not true. Look,
Chinese
I'll
parts
give you my
assembled
personal experience.
Oh, Sami Jaja.
Some years back, I bought
other guys
There is a guy. I'm not doing advertisement for the guy because I don't know his company's name. There's a guy. My parent. Yes, there's a guy just here, around the runabout. The guy is just around the runabout. Or your local shoes, or your loafers, or your slippers, or your sandals. When that guy does a shoe for you, the comfort you feel when you wear that shoe, it can last you years.
Sammy.
Yes. But who supports? No, I'm telling you. The guy, I don't know his company name, but he's just around the runabout today. I have bought a shoe from him that has lasted me years, and it's comfortable.
Sammy, you see, you cannot, of course, now back for me. You cannot tell me, say, me go shop, now me go eat Gucci shoe. $5,200. Oh, nyabotre. Oh, I mean, you cannot tell me say me cost shop na me ko Gucci shoe $5,200. Na me say and last me it's in the ocean.
Masa, what are you saying? Raymond. I don't know how true that is.
Oh,
but I hear, and this morning, let me say this. I hear the finance minister drives a Kantanka car. Whether it, yes, somebody told me. And when I heard it, I felt good.
I don't know.
I felt good that at least a minister of his stature would drive a locally manufactured car.
We don't know for a fact.
Well, whatever be the case, Obi ATM na say me wronga. The person bet me afraid about you can say Same. The person who told you that Kenofurata drives a locally manufactured car is not true. But I'm saying that if it is the case, I salute him this morning.
Sammy,
look,
when we go to the standards board,
Pacho, who says that ministers you cars or more drive you, or more pickups no more drive here? Oh, my sister, go and see the status of those cars. Good quality cars.
When we should go and see the status of the cars.
Yes, of the cars the police are using. The
Nyabotre. After how many years?
Oh, my brother, after how many years you say other cars?
After how many years?
Corollas here, the problem and saying, look at the state of those Corollas.
Sam, if you go to the Standards Authority, Ghana Standards Authority, omo homologation unit for cars. Nancy and omo here. Sammy, go and take the homologation report of every single car manufactured here in Ghana and look at the standards. Next year, durability, how they are able to withstand Bibia Okromha. Next year, where Kantanka is ranked. Oh, Sammy Nyabotre,
in this instance,
go and check the rankings and tell me why the minister will not go and buy a V8 at the expense of the Kantanka V8.
Oma we say, you know. You dear bro.
Oh, the uncle.
No, one can say uncle. Because this is also important. This is important.
If I'm coming to assemble cars in Ghana.
Yet you heard him say, and our Minister for Tourism, Bekachire, say, we are going to spend some 100 million. You did usher the tourism industry more. It will drive local tourism in this country. Fatih? And then who's a minister, and then who's a but you see, what is going to motivate me? Kwame Sami Eshen to drive from here to Cape Coast and I'm going to see the castle when there is traffic waiting for me at Kaswa. What is going to motivate me to want to go to the Volta region, seeing the traffic that is on that stretch alone? What is going to motivate me to want to go to some of these sites, seeing the pictures I've seen of the very, very bad roads leading to these sites? What's going to motivate me? What is going to motivate me to want to travel to some other places, Safati? Me could do on a back hotel 600 Ghana cedis. What will motivate me? There is no motivation, and yet you are telling me that you are investing this amount of money into it. You are putting the cart before the horse.
You see Kantanka Salonka.
You've been told.
Oh, I've been told. I've read. You've been told. I've been told.
You've been told. Look, wherever Mr. Kenofurata is this morning, sir, I salute you for that initiative to drive a Kantanka car.
Choice.
Yes, it's a choice, but if all the others were making that same choice, where would we be?
You can't force anybody to go and buy a car.
If all the others were driving a Kantanka car, do you know how much business we'll be giving Kantanka?
Why are you not driving Kantanka?
Or he can't afford it.
I haven't. No. Let me be very personal this morning.
I can't afford it.
Senyamiya Adunas will be Eje Kokumajana. Will be Jimamia.
Raymond.
Samubwa.
Me say, see our
Samubwa.
Okay, all right.
Will be Toby Mami and Media driving.
Look,
because I can't afford it.
It is about time we celebrated people.
Say, can't take a home use or what they are.
Home use there. Home use there.
Otherwise, because
I'm saying that it's about time we celebrated. And you see,
if Nissan is assembling cars, VW is assembling cars, Toyota is assembling cars, Kantanka is assembling cars.
And the other three are at an advantage because of concessions and the environment that have been created for them.
I'm not saying that Kantanka doesn't deserve the your friend is saying incentives and Niamana Abandiyama other ones. I'm saying that if Kantanka feels say they need some of these concessions, channels for what?
What are we saying? So the minister for trade. The minister for trade doesn't hear this. The minister for trade doesn't hear this. The minister for trade doesn't hear this. The minister for finance doesn't hear this. As for him, he has taken the initiative. He has gone to buy one of the cars. Maybe some other directors under his watch are driving some of these Kantankas. But I'm saying today, is the minister for transport not also hearing this?
Sami, offer paper. You see, Tiro factory, good paper Tiro factory. You be 5.7 million euros. Sammy, did we go to them or they came under 1D1F? Omo buy. Omo nyama betu Aban him said, this is what we want to do. Aban looked at it and so I said, oh, okay, fine, we can give you concessions in this regard. And Aban did too. I'm a toilet roll factory, you know. What am I saying? If you need help and if you meet the criteria for help now, go to government and negotiate.
So what you are telling me is that as we are sitting in this studio, if you publicly say, Sammy, I need a new shoe.
Yes.
What I say? And then I hear somebody also sitting somewhere saying that I'm into shoe manufacturing, but I want to come to Ghana.
I have to go to the shoe manufacturer.
So you don't think that telling me, Sammy Eshen, let's say I'm your senior brother, telling me, Sammy Eshen, and to the public that, Sammy, I need a new shoe, it's for me to take the initiative to ensure that you get a new shoe.
Sammy. These are private businesses.
No, it's not private business in some
Everybody
this country must look at its own. This country must look at its own. Were we not here when we recommended government for its decision to support Dako Farms? Were we not here?
Okay, good. Sammy.
We were here when we recommended government for its decision to support Dako Farms. Dako Farms, we all need the capacity of Dako Farms. If indeed we want to bolster the poultry industry, that is the path we must go. Sammy. Yesterday I made the case, if I may, I made the case that the situation where we artificially stabilize the macroeconomic indicators, inflation, exchange rate, and co.
Yes.
That situation, I don't agree to that. I am thinking that instead of spending $18 million, $20 million on stabilizing the currency, spend it on your poultry farmers, spend it on your rice growers, spend it on your sugar producers. That way, yes, indeed, your macroeconomic indicators may fluctuate, they may go down. But by the way, what's the correlation between the macroeconomic indicators and the micro? Economists will tell you that the micro does not correlate with the macro. And so what's our business? Focusing attention on the macro. What's our business?
I say, you're jumping.
Oh, my brother. Speaker,
if
commendable.
Sammy,
but you people must do what must be done.
If Kantanka cars are good, and every Ghanaian wants to buy a Kantanka car.
But here's the case, you don't want to buy a Kantanka car.
Sammy, I will not buy it because of personal reasons. Not because of personal reasons. And I'm saying that if Kantanka has to import in the parts or the baby assemble the car, and they feel say government man concession, Uncle Aban no negotiate.
Uncle Aban, if I buy who say Kantanka, so but you were able to take a plane to go to Germany. You were able to take a plane to go and look for investors in the US of A, in Europe.
You know the capacity of Nissan. Capacity of
how did Nissan become Nissan? How did Nissan become Nissan? It was a decision, deliberate decision by the look in China. Okay, when you go to China, when Sinotrack started their manufacturing and they started expanding to Africa, at some point in time we decided to go there. It was there that we got to know that look, for the manufacture of the chassis, it is the government that the government has its hands in all the projects, as in from phase 1 to phase 2. Company A are responsible for chassis. Company 2 are responsible for this. All the business is contained within. It is a deliberate policy by government.
It is because of
because of
standards. Because of standards.
When you hear the American government bailing out GM, bailing out Ford, when you hear the American government doing all those, what do you think it is for? It is for the pride, that nationalist pride, to keep the jobs of its people. When you hear that there are attempts to prevent Chinese products from coming into the US of A, what do you think it's for?
You are making a case for a firm that has not gone to government.
My brother. What are we saying? We should stop that. We don't have to wait. We don't have to wait and say that.
So you think that any
government cry for help for my citizens.
So you think that any government
he needs to come to me.
Jospon Group.
Yes.
Yes. Sir, they go to government to ask for what they want. Not government.
Some of the moves are from government to him.
Government.
I'm saying that there are some of the moves that are from government to
government.
Him.
Enabling environment for Jospon to operate.
Jospon company.
Well, this is the personality I'm referencing.
Sir, government has created enabling environment for Jospon to operate.
Yes, true.
Good. And I'm saying that.
It is not government which has created enabling environment for Jospon. It is Jospon sitting down, seeing a need in the market. Who is government the one who told Jospon that there's a problem with our refuse collection and so come and help us? No. Jospon sat down and realized that look, there's a problem when it comes to waste collection in this country. And so service provision is needed here. And so they begin the process. Government then goes to them. Government, NDC, MPP, they come, they go to Jospon.
Sammy, if you know.
Yes.
Say, Obi, I imported the parts, maybe assemble cars. Or your humanity says, I know, yes, you're going to import your cars in Maba. But if the person feels, say, dear mayor, I want to push the GDP of the country, or I'm boosting the GDP of the country, I can make a case for that. Dear mayor, employment, I can make a case for that. Dear mayor, my tax component, I can make a case for that. And future terms, numbers are better to producing how you can beef up your car stock. These are cases are better to me your phone. Call buy home. Any bank or tenacity. And ask for concessions. I don't think that any government anyway will not be interested in supporting homegrown ideas. I'm not sure. And if we are sitting down here crying for Kantanka, has Kantanka come to tell us, say, Wakwa Banho has been rejected because of X, Y, and Z reasons? Before
we got to see so-called modern televisions that listen to your voice. Before we go to see so-called televisions that operate as a result of AI, intelligence, or whatever. Years back, Kantanka was doing Clap TV, go off. Clap TV, come on. Ally.
How many of those televisions do you have in your room?
How much
the government of the Clap do you have in your room?
How much the government invest in that? Today, we are quick to say that, and our TV can listen to your voice, and then when you say...
How many of the Clap TVs do you have?
Our own local Kantanka was manufacturing those TVs 5, 6, 7, 8 years back.
Sammy, how many of them did you buy?
And we didn't show interest in it.
How many of them did you buy?
Go and see their offices, the TVs they are using. The ministers. Go and see them. Go and see the TVs. Look, when a minister is furnishing his office, it is not his pocket money. It is a taxpayer's money.
So by force, you should go and buy.
Yes, he must buy his own.
Force.
He must buy his own.
Sammy.
He must buy his own.
Sammy, what is the difference? What's the difference? Say,
look.
Me kwa koto TV. Components no. Me name say ya kraba na abe assemble ha. Difference o. And difference between the makoto me name say asimesi na ya brand we makofa ba. What is the difference? Because wakofa o de na wahihye no. What's your local name at Suntino? Minto, maybe so.
Me say, Menka private.
No, maybe so.
No, Menka private individual. I am talking about how many state agencies do we have as a country? How many ministries do we have as a country? How many state agencies? How many subsidiary agencies are under those ministries? If those ministries alone decided to buy from Kantanka, where would we be? Decided to buy TVs from them, where would we be? Where would we be? Kantanka does not only just manufacture that. They have manufactured a lot of stuff. And yet we won't pay attention to it.
Ministries, no. Almost say, almost talk us now. Baku boy din simba. Kunti ombeto di eni boy nyedi. Asa, yonko.
Two parts say, ministries ne parts say, a friend is saying, these.
VW ne boy nyedi. VW boy ni nyedi. Inti ombeto akuto VW no asa. Also VW ne boy nyedi. Inti ombeto akuto no.
This country.
This country are heading.
We have a problem.
Sammy is saying, I'm asking you, why are you not driving a local car?
We have a problem.
Why are you not driving a locally made car?
We have a problem. Now we are watching how catch himself as an individual. I have a choice.
You
just said that.
The same way the ministries have a choice.
The ministry has no choice. This is my taxpayers' money. He has no choice.
So ministry should not be thinking about the longevity of the car.
But who says that car will not last?
Sammy.
Who says that car will not last? Who says?
We've seen the behavior of Chinese cars in Ghana. We've seen that behavior.
Why
I'm saying that.
The cars now have a behavior.
Me I've seen. Okay, I said, Okrum Hana car be by your friend Ghana. Okay, Ghana.
Guyana.
Thank you. Sakas no. Ohu Okrum. So ohu. Ohu sa Chinese cars no. Ohu say no mu behavior.
I say you Okrum Hanum say. You Okrum Hanum say. Before Sinotrack ever can hand him say. Now cars men are referencing man diesel.
Of course.
Oh, yes, you were referencing man diesel. You were referencing the Scania built one.
Someone on industry
players. But is the Sinotrack matching up to them in this country?
Top dogs.
Oh my brother.
My brother. Who's Sinotrack?
Yes, I've seen
Sinotrack. Behavior of Sinotrack.
Oh my brother. Sinotrack is a good product.
You can't tell me on any day say DAF and a man on any day. Over what Sinotrack. Who was car ahead of you know.
Share o de interest.
Sami ja.
O de interest.
Brand beer any Odeba. Na o do koto local cars na twi.
We dem one pass man be the president.
For local cars here o convo.
Na mo one pass seven be chief of staff.
Onim dientia Sami
e bo bumai no.
Onim dientia.
E bo bumai no.
Onim dientia president. The security detail no. Omo use local cars o. Onim dientia. Because those cars are supposed to be built with a certain level of security. Security at the building. President convoy.
I don't use local car bakumpo.
Maybe catch us say unim dientia.
What use be unim dientia.
Because of level of security. President convoy in here. Local car be na mount security. Bulletproof machines. Bulletproof cars. Local company have bulletproof car.
Minister no here bulletproof car. Minister no here bulletproof car.
If you all see enkoto local car.
Me interest. February ba. You need guess ni plan normal. You plan normal.
To local goods mom.
Say no na better mom. And this trip the we be local is 14 February.
Yet you to Samsung phone, you to iPhone, you to Nokia, you to we. Try me local phone.
ILG.
Sami pa.
I'm to also na go before we be hot room. Now you need command pay. If you just join us, if you're following the conversation, I know say you may have a mind of your own as to what we are discussing. Your thoughts on the matter. You can share them with us. Your WhatsApp line is 020-2222-067. And as I look on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you should happy 989 FM. I'm seeing that there are lots and lots of very interesting comments at Eba or Facebook. But also bet me send yours through so that when I'm reading the text messages now, I can easily see yours and then read it out loud. Until Obesendia now would be the best time. I also send your comments. But love is patient, love is kind, and love is perfect. That's why Happy 98.9 FM is helping you tie the knot with your better half the right way. Yes, on the 14th of February, the enemy Happy 98.9 FM brings you the happy mass wedding happening live at the Wanshi Gardens at Salam Dan Erade Gardens Nefese. Hi! Now flowers. Now chef for more. The my greeny honum. My goodness, wedding ready. Boom. This is a dream wedding for couples who want to save money and tie the knot in a classy, romantic, elegant, and intimate way in a beautiful garden setup on Valentine's Day. This is strictly traditional and strictly by invitation. All COVID-19 protocols will be strictly observed. The Happy Mass Wedding is proudly sponsored by HD Plus, your HD experience partner for the Happy Mass Wedding, Tasty Tom Tomato Paste, EDC Investments Limited, ATL, Aliqua Fashion, Adrien Clothing, Silver Haircut and Silver Hair, Second Image. For further information, please call 0242-235-086 and 0249-507-429. Now only a month for ND and Komo. The Happy Mass Wedding, let your dream come true and walk the aisle right, Fatty. Aisle, no. I don't know how I'm pronouncing the aisle.
No, but so can I say Isolana?
And I said I was here, Bono. Yeah, because I am who had names. I said, yeah, ISO. And now I'm here, Bono. I
don't know my incarnation.
Yesterday at the party. Anyway, you did the home comedy. Men fat a crowd is not men child phobia and a pay. And then I am a chief rival. And the birthday. And I need to celebrate him because he's been patient with me whilst me petchy and the wife at home. And so this morning I want to celebrate him. Today is your birthday, my senior brother, my friend, who is my chief rival, because I don't know what I say, Mr. Lakai, and then Ayawa. Now I want to wish you a happy birthday, sir. I pray God will bless you and that God will grant you more favor and tolerance for me as I pitch. But this is from your wife, Vivian Lakai. Vivian says, so my personal person is +1 today. I want to say that I love you so much, Peter. The kids, myself, are grateful to have you as a father, and me saying, my husband. Your care, your patience, your tolerance, and above all, your mood is always one that baffles me. You are never downhearted, but you're always encouraging. You're always inspiring. And I'm happy to be the one to have found you as a husband. Peter, I love you so much. Happy birthday to you. Wait, if Vivian Lakai Honoma, always in the crew, Mr. Peter Lakai, a happy birthday. Yantuaso, Raymond, issue baby now, na you're 5 minutes now, you're from boxing.
Sammy, the idea say cost sports. Say cost sports.
Sir,
our president say 80% of COVID-19 infected persons not vaccinated. And only assemble our president said they are tuja. I say a lot of people have not. I say nkofo na almost dance assembly. I say Obatampa case no.
Yes.
Story they say 100 billion Ghana cares initiative yielding result. Now, like I said, because you said that here no.
Yeah.
Now I said to me, Mr. John Kuma ombe church.
But I'm say okay story now. Okay, daily graphic angle or the buy now. Was it there's a phase 1 and then a phase 2, and that the phase 1 started in 2020. The phase 2 commenced, I believe, in 2021. And it was the second phase, which started in 2021. The stress aims at revitalizing and transforming the economy between 2021 and 2023, and is focused on supporting commercial farming and attracting educated youth into agriculture, building Ghana's light manufacturing sector, developing engineering and machine tools, ICT and digital economy, developing Ghana's housing and construction industry, reviewing and optimizing the implementation of government flagships and key programs, and creating jobs for young people and expanding opportunities for the vulnerable in society, including physically challenged persons. He said, towards the addressing the unemployment situation in the country, the 2022 budget is focusing on building an entrepreneurial workforce. He added, "Intinom, Ray, Mamenche. Well, I don't see the mention of the 100 million. No. I don't see the mention of the 100 billion. No.
Because Mr. Mascara stories.
Yes, remove the mention of the 100 billion. No.
And I may find we should buy in Shadia.
Yeah.
President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has stated that the 100 billion Ghana COVID-19 alleviation and revitalization of enterprises support Obatampa Cares program to create jobs and prosperity for Ghanaians over a 3-year period has begun to yield results. So this initiative is inspiring the desired dividends that we anticipated. As a result of government policies, the economy grew at a provisional 5.2% in the first 3 quarters of 2021. The growth is expected to be sustained in the medium term. So I mean, almost say your start initiative. Young entrepreneurs under the initiative can apply for the following support through a dedicated YouStart online portal. Now, as Sami Omopache says, successful applicants are eligible for soft loans of about 50,000 cedis to help their startups and small businesses to expand. Startup packs for equipment acquisition up to 50,000 Ghana cedis for individuals and 100,000 Ghana cedis for associations and groups, and a standardized loan package between 100,000 Ghana cedis to 400,000 Ghana cedis at concessional rates for SMEs from financial institutions. I mean, it's Hana President Ekano. YouStart online, no. Important.
Yeah.
And so I think say
this Bessie.
From the President Ekano, I say must start is almost this Bessie. No, if the portal is functional and people are supposed to apply in Myanmar, then it stands to reason say you
can apply and then
pending disbursement.
Yeah,
okay,
yes, you can apply.
But
I think that we must get somebody to come and explain to us.
Okay, I say YouStart initiative is a key vehicle government intends to use to create 1 million jobs in the next 3 years. I think that he was speaking to ABI at this particular part of
the reason why I might bisa questions is it is yielding results.
Yes,
it means that it's already. The money is already in the system.
That is why I want to believe that this YouStart 1 million as a real system. I want to believe so.
Okay. Well, I think so, it would settle matters. But for now, Yankoni and fast sports update kakra and Bromanfo. As you say, your day sports updates in Ebre Omanfo Raymond Yamado Aya Cradwa, what they Ebre tell what they when it short time now, you realize it's 7 on the dot and for updates, a banner lesser known sports and any other sporting activities there, you'd agree with me, say happy 98.9 FM there. About a month for a can just football no. Now you need the other lesser known sports no echi swimming, taekwondo, you need the tennis echi, you need several of them echi you need a more updates in every month for. Raymond, and I pay in the world of sports then also.
Oh, Sammy, National Sports Authority, or more the Krata, Aqua2 Sports Ministry, and him say set match no this year in the or Cape Coast into Nyame Adoma. This year, set match celebrations, no. Ghana, 68th anniversary, independence anniversary, no. Yabeko could do a Cape Coast. And no, Ghana, your match, and Nigeria, Bebono, and your match, no better me, Akoso, Cape Coast Sports Stadium. I mean, almost say, GF, you know, almost share alternative venue. I know any big news, Free National Sports Authority, who are now, Sammy, AFCON tournament, no good, so I cost it, my name here, Ote say, Stampede because so Limbe Stadium, and now. Okay, a day before yesterday, no Cameroon, any Comoros, about my match, no, and as a Stampede, no course, 8 people, and almost sure Monkwa.
Oh,
now 2 children, Echo Pimo, Bako, we did 8, and Bakus, we did 14. Also, or Shenenkwa, was 8, no, it's an Indian eye and Sama Abba. CAF president at the December community no atuja ya de nyina ebebreti for competition ankasa de eguso ekoso dendendia Total Energies Africa Cup of Nations no eguso ekoso dendendia but update ebefri ho abreti for ewo dwumede no so
before obekọ no enu na odi asempa e kan ade bi ewo ne fin so e de mame say me nim say authentic and I say you authentic say you but it had to do with a messenger a Domboya I demand the team no.
Yeah.
I will catch it almost say we a foreign based player and you want to say we sign with Yaba for playing the Ukrum. Local based players in this almost more Befi and some was that information one of those created by social media or that's what he said?
I mean Domboya was quoted. As to have said that. Yeah. But me checks no I say me who any authentication will be until I cannot say no the exact words of Domboya, but I want to believe that for a president, you know, in Kugoba as a nation, you know, I think that there has to be a way of embracing it. What am I saying? And victory Baswa, the same way you embrace it, you know, Sana defeat Baswa. It's a kakra says our statement to be free on my penny haba, and that is why I don't want to believe it because I mean Okachi will be said man in near and Treho now they've disgraced the nation in their minds. I mean you know, even progressing from the group stage to the next stage in Pono idea. You know, and Guinea played that game without almost star player and navigator. It's a you know, there are a lot of factors. I mean, but I don't want to believe that message. I don't want to believe, say, because me try to authenticate it, but me who be me who source now, but me catch or say, indeed, Kenneth Domboya and all this assembly too. It is. I mean, treat it with your friend is saying, treat it with them. The content it deserves. The content it deserves. Yes, sir.
Adam Bukano.
Into Yantuaso.
Yantuaso.
Happy 98.9 FM and our Sugusa Uti, a medium with the happy morning to sports update at Bremo. Now, Mamika will say Total Energies AFCON update, so Ebeba, Jimmy way. So, Mamika will say, oh, share, so they are ETV Ghana and our share. You were live on your social media handles. Happy 98.9 FM and ETV Ghana, you know, Okoha, over to me, after games, no, and I send my year can't and pay a happy morning show, no, so any sports updates, so no, over me, actually, online. Yes, here, before I be here, no, Mamika will say, 1xbet at time with you, I'm a Jumidi, 1xbet, so come website, so 1xbet.com.gh, 1xbet.com.gh. Over to me, register. Now will be a new account. To register now will be a new account. I'll be beside say, oh, promo code, and I say, I am your promo code. Promo code, I'll be enter a bet GH, BETGH. Oh, enter our promo code, nepe. I'll be my opportunity to get 200% bonus on your first deposit. Wait, any message? 1xbet say me fan bremo. Now 1xbet say me can't say undi 18 na. Me fa we ni enter my website to so coach bet. Betting is addictive. Into bet responsibly. I know any message 1xbet say me fan bremo no pay. Total Energies. Amu time be chidin den me the AFCON updates bremo e watch media no. So Total Energy say call any of them service stations neto fuel worth minimum of 80 Ghana cedis with your truck ski card or your Total Energies card. Now, automato we are making sure say unsa beka coupon. Now, unsa kasa coupon now be scratch it. Achede bi a wo hobiano omo de be ma instantly. And only asema Total asema fambe omo say alternatively no bet me ato any 4-liter or 5-liter lubricant from any Total service center. Now, automato we are obema coupon. O scratch sa coupon na unsa betume aka achede a edaho. We any messenger Total Energy say, Total Energy say, yes, celebrate Africa Cup of Nations. You know, almost celebrate with us because I know a beautiful game. So almost to media Total Energy Africa Cup of Nations. Almost say celebrating football together. We and in summer Total Energy say from Bremo. Media. So you from the National Sports Authority because the National Sports Authority at the Qatar Eco 2 Ministry of Youth and Sports and him say commemoration of 68th Independence Anniversary. You know, Media because Cape Coast Sports Stadium. We know almost respectfully, state protocol catch almost say, you see Cape Coast Sports Stadium for Jumedia, I bet to me, across no. We know almost Ministry of Youth and Sports, catch Ghana Football Association say, consider using Babaya Sports Stadium and Accra Sports Stadium for FIFA 2022 World Cup. Qualifiers are in Nigeria, Ebebono, we and in Sema, a free hall airbar, and in view of this development, Nidia and Yadia, Cape Coast Sports Stadium no be available for the senior national team, the Black Stars of Ghana. We and the crata Professor Peter Chumesi, Director General, National Sports Authority, or thereby Yade Hunsem Kakra Ebreti for Intermuntion. Also say Black Stars game Nidia, Yadia GFA, so much to pay alternative venue, Emma Saju Media, a better me Akosono. Young to us in Remo, our Total Energies AFCON updates. Now, young Jumedia, Ecoso, our Cameroon. Now, Cameroonian Communication Ministry, and I'm going to release a by say. Following incident, I see our Olympic Stadium and Apple Bia Stadium, our Yaounde no, dear casualties kakra to me APMO, our stampede now, a course. So before the game, Cameroon and Comoros, Ebebono, Mobeka stadium capacity needed 60,000. But in Penny because of COVID-19 in Sensem, 80% capacity, and I'm bet to me allow now over 50,000 Cameroonians and Amoko PMO, now Mopese, Omura Stadium, now stampede, Ekoba, 8 people, and I report, say, Omosho Monkwa. 2 children, age 8 and 14, so Eko PMO our hope. 38 people were injured. Now almost 38 people, no 31 nedia, minor injuries, and 7 nedia, almost a serious injuries. We and in summer, if you are ever into and a Cameroonian football, Cameroonian Communications Ministry, no Omode Sansem no etuja. Now Omode Sansem no tuja pe and a CAF president, I friend Patrice Muchepe, or yeah press conference. Now press conference now opinion no. First of all, no or the name condolences Emma families of the bereaved and I'll say Asema a see any dear hard year pa. Now say or you clear in his mind say spectators echo football match omuko sports stadium say omuko enjoy omu football game. Now legal obligations between the LOC CAF any government in there and a secondary concern. Now or say safety and security of spectators in there and no a responsibility of local organizing authority no but omu partners in so omu to me making sure say every fan be able to me every stadium hono and safety and security there guaranteed or say it's no omu call tournament in Ankasa there now omu focus emma spectators no COVID-19 health issues but to say every spectator be able to piemu match venue bia no emra emfa ho kwan say ehu hia and it is not necessary say Abrantia no ana abayo no okohwa obehwe ne nkwa o say ne de enya de say to me see e football mo omo primary concern and they say zero tolerance for insensema besia obi be lose in life no eno any policy of CAF omo pese omo di echi na omo de spectator protection ne ma no aba abetuja yentie de Patrice Muchepe oka e wo English mo ena obra o address press conference efa de see e wo Olympic Stadium.
Agreements between CAF, the LOC, as well as legal agreements involving the government of Cameroon. What I'm clear in my mind, what I'm absolutely clear about is spectators come to a football match to enjoy the football. Whatever legal obligations or legal commitments there may be, in my mind, are of secondary importance, all of us. I know that legally the LOC is responsible for the safety and the security, but we are their partners. And we have to make sure that the safety, and of course we've been focusing more on COVID-19 and the health of every single spectator is our primary concern. So there is zero tolerance, absolutely zero tolerance on circumstances which could result in people being injured at the stadium or people losing their lives.
No, any asema Patrice Motsepe, CAF president, or the two jars say next match I said to me, Koso, Limbe Stadium, no, there on senior persons, Cameroonian government, Akasa, now, or catch almost say, so much to me share now investigations to me, Koso, into what happened, who was responsible, who should have done what, and Nipa went to me unperforming the responsibilities, you know, or say, our reports, no, almost shame himself Friday. I said CAF omunsa etumika sa report no na I say match I said to me koso ewo Olimbe Stadium no enya dia match no ebe koso as scheduled na match ni dey ebe take place ewo Amadu Ahijo Stadium wey any say my CAF president Edituja.
And I spoke to the senior person in government, and it's correct, out of respect, they are our partners, to indicate that there must be an immediate a committee that's set up to immediately investigate what happened. And in that context, to find out who was supposed to do what and who did not do and perform their responsibilities. We want that report by Friday. But as I said, the game that is scheduled for Olembe Stadium on Sunday is not going to take place. And as I said, out of respect to our partners and governments, it's going to take place at Amadu Ahiju. So it's going to take place at Amadu Ahiju. And
Patrice Motsepe, president of the Confederation of African Football. Opinion na wo sika ye pa o sisi ane de football na ono ankasa ode ne ho bedom businessman, successful businessman you come mining South Africa, a mining magnate sisi a o se ode ne djuma beto ho na wetumi asum football Africa. Patrice Motsepe ene etin nka no on the field of play na ankasa de enra Manchester course round of 16 Total Energies Africa Cup of Nations mo na enra one match etumi course Kwekon Stadium Bafokeng. 2 red cards were awarded in that game. Now a red card in each half call Emma Cape Verde. Obra Omni Teranga Lions of Senegal Asia now Oshesina game no Edia. Patrick Andrade midfielder edge red card in the 21st minute of the game. And a branch a friend of Ozina. And also after a clash between Ono and Sadio Mane no and also to me edge red card in the 57th minute of the game. Sadio Mane stayed on in the game 63rd minute no Otume Eshe first goal no Emma Senegal and Sana the lead was doubled in the dying members of the game. Obra Abrantia Bako Freno Bamba Dieng and also a double lead no Emma Senegal Asisia Senegal Obotume Evremo round of quarter-final round no of the competition. We and in sema AP free hospital eba na after the game no goalkeeper a friend of Ozina no or to me echo hospital okoshia branch a friend Sadio Mane. Na Sadio Mane no criticism bebre eba say a branch no after onya head injury no na nya dia so to me eto game no so into criticism bebre aba from Liverpool faithfuls and obia odi game no said there's nowhere Sadio Mane after receiving that knock in his head no idea so ultimate game no so into criticism aba for the Senegalese technical team, many of my medical teams. I don't think I saw Abrantia no to me. So after the game, no Abrantia no was admitted into hospital. Goalkeeper, a friend of Ozina no to me Ekoshana na Ubia Ekase. A good gesture. Abrantia no eche and we and in summer AP free hospital eba. Second game of the night no Ekoso Amadu Ahijo Stadium Yaounde. Morocco and Malawi Asia. Now Oshesena game no Eko and dia 7th minute and Abrantia friend of Gabadino Mango Asia and the third goal of the competition. wonder goal and our branch a friend mango or to me say ya o share go na efe ye pa na obia e ka se sa goal no e bet to me pass for the goal of the tournament Gabadino Mango and or to me say sa first goal na sana before the break no Sevilla ni striker a friend Yusuf Nesri a draw level e win this game no and I can see no better also round of 16 no and final matches of the round of 16 two matches and bet to me akoso Yakopiemo Japoma Stadium there the Elephants 2-time champions no or 7-time champions Pharaohs of Egypt ebeshia and no first game ebekoso at 4 p.m. Now second game no Group F winners Mali and Group E runners up Equatorial Guinea obeshia Limbe Stadium Limbe we any matches are ebekoso Africa Cup of Nations are also the Cameroon. Into Monshano says some matches in the 2 matches now will be live on ETV Ghana 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. No, yeah, the live matches no ebe bremo Jumedia way so. Yan to asu nyankwa no na hwe de ekoso Watford after sacking on coach Claudio Ranieri no enwa omutumi announce say former England and Liverpool boss 74-year-old Roy Hodgson ono and the 15th manager Sisiano ono and the betina dwuma obehwe say niam abekoye ama Watford since Pozo family no omo take over Watford in 2012 no we omo 15th manager omutumi akofa ba Roy Hodgson ye hwe nim say obetumi aboa niam akoye ama Watford Ray Lewington ono and the assistant na Ray Lewington no na oye manager ama Watford between 2002 and 2005 ono and the beboa opinion no ye ka say Watford omo 19th position our English Premier League table no so 14 points and amonya from 20 games are so far this season. Yanko transfer news kakra Anthony Martial earlier apprentice osia kan Emma Manchester United see a report say apprentice no dey on Sevilla obewie bibia ankasa Okolon was Sevilla until the end of the season fee £5 million and a fee a loan fee Sevilla etumi to for a branch and signature we and in sema AP free horse eba Chelsea report say coach our friend Thomas Tuchel Pesel reunited with the former Dortmund winger as is no see akan Emma Barcelona Ousmane Dembele branch here coach no pese ono no esan ye adwuma biom into report say Barcelona and Chelsea discussion say course say na be ya my branch here our friend Ousmane Dembele no oba be see akan Emma Chelsea Football Club branch here no injuries hano since joining Barcelona in 2017 for a fee reported to be in the region of £135 million. A branch here, the Nema and Cheddar and Kuye Amano. Sisiani dear Thomas Tuchel say a branch here no, or no, and all magic one now. I bet me a branch here no, about back to the best. Into way any transfer update Kaka, APM, Amade Bremo, or Jumedian also. Yeremo, our Australia Open, then share their Koso, our tennis competition. First major Grand Slam of the year, no, Yanshasen and Yama El Koso, our ho, yeah, PMO, our hodia, and quarter final matches, no, na. Sena ya expect say betumi akono sa pepepe na etumi eba wiye na Iga Swiatek ono so otumi e kire ne bobe yie pa otumi chika kan apie twa no 2-1 4-6 7-6 6-3 to progress to the semi-finals of the competition. Daniela Collins ono so world number 30 otumi chi Alice Cornet e twa no 7-5 6-1 and also progress to the semi-finals of the contest. Daniela Collins versus Iga Swiatek and a semi-final match yadi ni ebeshe na Ashley Barty so na ultimately Jessica Pegula etwa 2 straight sets and also etumi evremo semi-finals of the competition into world number 1 Ashley Barty ogusua in front of the home fans no or chen the bobre tennis competition ekoso on the Madison Keys and ebeshia semi-finals of the competition evremo men's ATP na penyimfo bebre na and still no omugusu akensie no na Rafa Nadal and now to meet Denis Shapovalov etwa 3-2 na akensie na umaye dinye pa abrantia no etimi Shapovalov awremo semi-finals of the competition. World number 7 our friend Matteo Berrettini and also eti Gelmon Fees etwa 3-2 and also remo semi-finals. So in the semi-finals ne dey ye hwe nim say abrantia friend Matteo Berrettini from Italy on Rafa Nadal from Spain omubehia semi-finals of the Australia Open. Remo matches ebeko na Yannick Sinner and Stefano Tsitsipas yeba set no so no na akensie no eguso ekoso denden dia na me adoma ye de update no ebebre eti for china nipa obetimi win this contest na utuni into Happy Sports by 9 o'clock there na winner no etimi etweneti Felix Oga Aliasime on Daniel Medvedev world number 2 almost omo match and 8:30 and as akensie no betumi akọ sa matches no nipa obewin no on be share mo ho semi-finals of the competition into way and sem kakra every Australia opener eba me de bre etie for Jumedian no so into mamenka mo say at 4 p.m. no Ivory Coast versus Egypt no match no live on ETV Ghana na Mali versus Equatorial Guinea. So no, you better make sure say at 7 p.m. no, you the live match no ebremo. Ewo Afcon Hub, ewo ETV Ghana. So ente Monshano so. Aha, and I'm the media no besi. You better Daniel Hokaka, you babaka, you the happy morning show no ebremo. Some you send better na dremo na. Or they are go through their course or parliament, the Bebaso, and then no, ya the Hunsem Ebe Bremo, FA 11 and 7 no hono, ya the discussion, Cassia Ebe Bremo, and tune in, keep watching Happy 98.9 FM and keep watching ETV Ghana. Yakam.
To the Happy Morning Show, 27 minutes into 7. Yamokwaba Eba Jumedini so Safi and I do a video no at 200 museum. My catcher said this year, the resolutions I make here and one idea 90 throughout the year. But I'm hoping say your morning is started well. I've seen several comments. I'm out for sending through some for the debate about focusing attention on local businesses, some against the arguments we are advancing in the studio. But whatever be your thoughts, whatever be your view, no, with me I express it now. Or the afa your WhatsApp line 02022222067. And I say what the befa yen Facebook and I say yen Twitter, Instagram handle Happy 989 FM and I say ETV Ghana. Comments be now they say be now the hashtag Happy HMS no akaho na etimi ehum ni akan edi ama omamfo. But you can look for me on Facebook. My handle no Samuel Eshen GH. Samuel Eshen GH. Eshen ESHUN. Now or follow me. I'll follow you back. No, I like me. I'll like you back. Now I comment it. I'll comment back. Fatih Shaibu Ali. The handle no Nana Ali. Our Facebook and to obey me. I follow Fatih so our Facebook now. You know Edins I was well. Pardon the fencing. Pardon no friend was in the you know fencing. What's his name? The troublesome one. Uncle show a fencing. Uncle show. Raymond Yamado. The account no Oko Facebook Raymond Yamado. Now on this you follow him, you like him, and then we build a relationship. Our social media. You also not like him. Huh?
I like him.
Alright, so back home so I post to Afcon, especially we Afcon comments now before you get a film no. We Afcon comments now post you know. Obako who
okay.
So I like it.
No like him.
No like you. No inbox so.
Okay.
Or inbox so no send no friend request.
Okay.
Ho and the human start free. Ejuma no. Ho start free.
If we move to me send inbox hi. Now I show hello. Now I babium hi. Now I show hello. Now I show hi. Hello sir.
I know some people are mean. Some people are really mean on social media. Really mean.
They're not too.
Oh. What one man no have say no hi. Now what's any hi? Being polite in so because of your public figure. You know, I can say, what be saying so how are you? No now. Thumbs up.
Now maybe say how are you no. Maybe so me.
Hey, but this person who no have saying hi mama how are you? Oh, mama thumbs up. But anyway, I go na the you know. Ejuma no ehun ensem no.
You are doing well.
Yes, we are doing well. Ejuma no. We will build the nation Ghana on social media. Yentwaso na yenin komo John Kuma once watching you Diana for affidavit no ebre na John Kuma see how say for saying John Kuma na any o nine no
John Chichi pass.
Na John Kuma do is any dia be hu. I mean, imagine say John na Qatar dada. No as is any
No, as of about
from forget to address so I don't watch you.
There be a side of property 60 yes sir.
Japanese oh. I no watch it mu. Yeah, Japanese. When we say no,
because of the situation of I say na mu nyina adai na wo ye program na won kai ho.
When we say vote hono, is only yi. It's your pass as odo ma.
Sami ena me send no document bi. Sami ena me send no document.
Eh, change chale.
Me who do my document. Me who do my document bi am say o. Me who do my document bi. Me who ye. Well, yeah, for business tips in Burman for now, and to us in Incomo. And I pay business tips, no. Yeah, share. Senior, we can create multiple streams of income. You find see a Juma as journalists, broadcasters, yes, at the end of the month, some payment will come as in Ketia. But would that suffice? And no, alone, a bit me the one and Tiana. Daddy. You know, the last time I named Mr. Mante, it didn't come on. Now, or 60 and or catch it, say, it can't be just that one job you are doing. There must be more. Now, sometimes we'll leave from me, meeting command, because I'm so coming and can't say, can they hold you? Now, or catch was now only portrait from my beer with me a supply. Because, yeah, but all. You know, that's what she did, you know, back then to, you know, cater for us in terms of, you know, the other source of income and we utilize it. And so to her, no, it's still a viable means of making some good income to, you know, cater for yourself. And, you know, Minia, there are other businesses you can do alongside. You might be working in the bank. There are other businesses you can do alongside with your phone. Now, a lot of people are doing good, fantastic jobs on their phones. Some time ago, Fati say, no, when you're doing also baby taps. Oh, a friend said the computers.
Yes, no, business behind you feeling.
Now, Quadrania, so I have will be more than 10 taps. $5,000.
They come by now, anyway.
Get them.
Just some control.
Get them. But they can't get a laptop in the bed tomorrow. Get here. 3 laptops. You view more than 20 tabs. So, my brother, don't focus only on just your salary or your wages or the amount of money you're giving at the end of the month. Look for other sources of income that you know you can focus on and you know gain and make some money. And to Mr. Look, there is nothing like small money. There is nothing like small money. Ejuma biya ejuma. Then say you'll be committed towards it. Your man will say when a young university guy biya was starting and or ton pan or kwan will be could try and be to social media say or be sereno. And then he is the biggest brand when it comes to bread. Oh man will say me ton pan.
Biggest brand.
Yes. Yes. Biggest brand, that's what I would say. On my way more. The presence, the footprints. Oh baby, I
disagree.
And the Yantoso na yending common in fact.
Sammy, I disagree.
You disagree. Now better agree with me. Who better?
Minimum other bread.
So okay, all right. Maybe we do home common. But then find camera bro man for na afino. Yantoso.
The protection of right to life is provided for in Article 13 of the 1990 Constitution, and that is to take care of Section 46 of the Criminal and Other Offences Act, Act 29, 1960, where there is a punishment in respect of murder, where that punishment will seek to take away somebody's life, where at that point the person's right to life cannot be protected. But beside the punishment of murder, there are other scenarios or instances where such certain things will happen, and then a person will lose his life in the midst of those happenings. The law is saying that nobody will be held liable. So, for example, if police is to go in and effect a lawful arrest and somebody loses his life, the police will not be held liable. If a citizen is defending himself or his property from attack or under any attack or any advances from some other person and death do occur, that person will not be held liable. As well as if you are to go in to suppress or to clamp down a riot or an insurrection or mutiny and death do occur, you will not be held liable. As well as if you are preventing somebody from committing a crime. If you chance upon somebody committing a crime and you go in to help to prevent that, and in doing that, that person or somebody loses his or her life, you will not be held liable. So technically, the protection of the fundamental human rights in respect of right to life, it's clear that you cannot intentionally take away anybody's life. You can only do that based on these 4 or these areas that you lawfully be permitted or be absolved by the law. But in respect of that, everybody's right to life is protected under Article 12 under the 1990 Constitution, and it's only the sentence or the criminal offense of murder that has the sentence corresponding to be death, which one's life could be curtailed, which in fact Ghana in our civil democratic dispensation have not really caused the death of any citizen as a result of the person's sanction of being one who is committed for the offense of murder. So that is the protection of the right to life of citizens. It is sacrosanct, it is clear, but it can only be taken down on the basis that you are doing that in the execution of an offense that has been pronounced and therefore a person has been convicted, or if you are doing that in respect of lawful arrest or to prohibit further commission of a crime or to defend yourself or your property or to maybe go in and to put down or clamp down some riots or insurrections. Thank you very much.
Young camera and yadi ebre eti4 and yashe4 this morning live on Happy 98.9 FM ETV Ghana. Yema yehu akwaba eba chimedi so I'm hoping say your morning and I pay ukodru adwuma no wo man Ghana ho adwene and da wakoma pono so. The song we just played, I wish you sang every day bia yebebo sanyum no then all radio stations, all TV stations, all media platforms across the country. Yena sase yankasa ya sase odia media and it's all wadwene say o be ni biara minia enkoda wo mudi achinom when they come and they're looking at the things we've left behind, can they be proud enough to say this is the legacy our fathers left behind? Yantuasu EDC Forceman Kancho said, do you want to be financially independent? We at EDC Investments Limited can help you start an investment plan for your future with peace of mind. Don't leave your future to chance because it go be. That's not a plan. Think smart, invest now. Visit any Ecobank branch and start investing with EDC today, or log on to www.ecobank/SWAM to complete an investment application form. www.ecobank/SWAM to complete an investment application form. You can also call EDC Investment Limited on 0302 634 165 and also by sending on WhatsApp 0595 235065 to get started today. EDC Investments Limited is a member of the Ecobank Group. With EDC, financial independence is possible. It's good news. TCL starts the year with crazy and mouth-watering discounts on selected products to make you stay comfortable, and then you're going back to school as well. Very, 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 very convenient. The back to school promotion at Ashasi 12th of January, ending on the 29th of January 2022. This offer is available in all TCL showrooms nationwide and online at store.tclghana.com. For more details, for 0596 913 298. Not only in for ending como TCL, the creative life. SIM card registration exercise. Begin the process by simply dialing *404# our phone. So follow the prompts. Now, go through it. At the end of the day, they will tell you to go to your service provider, say MTN, say Airtel Tigo, say Vodafone. When you get there, now or the Organa card na actually no more a year or GPS address and so or digital address na or the amount and the completed process allow the a year with biometric information at the amount na on a was so on TV BSC myself NCA4 or 0800 110 622 now no more NDM come up and pay Cheesy Pizza for Semen Cantor Minia. They've opened a branch at East Legon and they are ready to serve you. One more a year above Compute Ghana, American House Junction, East Legon. And me so from now no more ending come place your order even before you get there. Na say ordophobia or no and no alcoholum a na makobo manoso ewo honum. Mass wedding no meaning 14th of February Empire Aja. Na amount for me koho na me kohwe senior one she gardens na eho esitie rade na me konado say eye mass wedding me join one more na ohwe the environment, how serene, how conducive na senior my oh my goodness, what do we be there? Where do we dan kasa. Auntie, happy mass wedding. Nyamipa 14th of February, Empire Aja. Strictly by invitation, all COVID-19 protocols will be observed. Auntie Minia, Bomodia say, Sema invite na oba na onsusunum. What making sure say all the COVID-19 protocols will be drew a gate na not near or shout in baby abetina, bibia na ayefe. Nam say this year the end of the year, a crabeshe. Anyum to fire the more bass here, not one more be funyum, Adiama, a adofoya, one more eshira, one more award issue. This trip was the Achadia de Emano, Bebre. Every year beyond we improve on the mass wedding. And this year, the end of the year, a bear crabeshe. And Minia, so one to forms that now Obaba, who said next thing you mepa obeto the entem, na yayeno a mega, and so Adiama, our dear. Owadia also offented TMO, Nina, the Omanfona Afemo, now 14th of February, dear. Now, it is proudly sponsored by HD Plus, your HD experience partner for the mass wedding. Tasty Tomato Paste, EDC Investments Limited, ATL, Aliqua Fashions, Adrian Clothing, Silver Haircut and Silver Hair. Second image, one more NSO you're saying. Say ABA, you have an interest to also sponsor a media me pacho for 0242 235 086 and 0249 507 429. Now only impending for ending come. The Happy FM mass wedding will be live on all social media platforms and on ETV Ghana as well. And Tien Channel and so mass wedding was say let your love dream come true and walk the aisle right. And Fatimu and the Timmy Eka Sabro for no I know. Na you move your honor nipa brepen. Well, Yentwaso na afeno yendi enkomo enele atina game no aba minia bomodian se onsusu no wode hu ebejimu no more switching between draws, nails and goals. With few clicks, Atina gives you the chance to win cash prizes, smartphones, replica jerseys, match tickets, fuel coupons, and electrical appliances such as kettles, irons, fridges, microwaves, soundbars, and many more every week. All you need is 2 Ghana cedis on your Momo wallet on all networks. Dial *780# and follow the prompts to predict 5 jersey numbers of Kumasi Asante Kotoko or Accra Hartsfield. Get 3 to 5 of your selected jersey numbers to be drawn, and you are a winner. For the grand prize at the end of the season, winners go home with Toyota Aja saloon car, all expenses paid trips to Dubai, 50 flat screen TVs, and many more. How cool is that? The draw for the Atina game is held every Monday. And Minia, always follow now, so no what realize it with dreams in terms and conditions apply. Only 18 years and found and Jimu. Yeah, Hanum said I am a Messi Sifa Danquano because if Fatty, you are the Toyota then.
Jana said Eja Saloon.
Oh, maybe I'm a simple mama again.
Eja Saloon, Nana. Toyota.
Yeah. Toyota. No, Sifa Quad all got Toyota.
Mentia Sam Nase. Omuya ka omufe neja. Sounds like assembled in Ghana.
Oh, Debbie. Any dinner no.
Neja there.
Debbie, any dinner can dinner no. Can
I maybe omu kana aja na
agia
na de.
Yeah, Aja. Uti mbono Aja. Na say Aja na Aja pade.
Pijot cry kana Aja. Pijot cry kana Aja.
Oh, rather, Jacobo, you did drop a home. Now you got a class here at 1 man. Those times, Citrono. Not many people, a fan of Chroma. Said Dino Cofa him for. was who says it through me as a tron or Kwana se who shoot na Kwana or Mia de so Mia so was a canaba from into two intimate catais no into Kana Qua was or Mia de Bisua the Kana and to have a year. Was yet to attentively yet Yaquano.
Pay attention.
Oh my goodness. Those were the days.
Oh yeah.
Those were the
Now we are
days.
seeing that.
Oh, I'm telling you, I said dead. Ha!
They say we are senior
Debbie,
debut.
Debbie, Minia. You are seeing dead. And then go to
One time I got a
Chaskele, oh, right. They are go be friend a chimpe. Chimpe.
Those were the days.
Those were the days.
Hey,
Those were the
amazing.
days. Those were the days. Those were the days.
50-50.
I think I could put in somebody. Hi. Anyway, come on.
Now we need a course over.
When you cross Kumasi Asafo.
Ah,
Kumasi Asafo. Honor action no.
and then time course work cantonment.
Oh, now we are back to Newtown. I back to Newtown. We are back to anything. Areas in Ibian can handle the
Trasaku.
ever. There be Trasaco doing because
Sometimes they cannot transact.
maybe new Trasaco, no Trasaco, they are more than I didn't buy.
Course work airport residential.
Debbie, how do you mean? Because Hombo Nintendo, Hombo Siga. Anyway, Ray,
And yes,
Yanko.
and yes, cigar.
and your cigar,
Sega.
and then
Sega.
yeah, the near kind of cigar.
Was
Cigar. You are the Steven cigar to so.
Tango.
Thank you. Ray, financial no pay.
Sammy, you have Nancy dear and the be room or parliament. Na enrano. Na parliament to me every convene na Osha right honorable speaker. Na Ojinemu dindindia. Na Osha the regalia the bar parliament and na Ojinemu yepa. Na enrano a lot of people were expecting say Parliament abedia na 11 and some and a take center stage, but now Parliament is so be but Speaker of Parliament and no or make comments be also take responsibility for 11 and some na course of Parliament into my main first story in kakra embrace for any day or kind no. The Speaker of Parliament, Right Honourable S.K. Bagman, has honored his pledge to put on traditional wear when presiding over the House as he entered the chamber yesterday dressed like an era chief and received senior chants from members. They see on the speaker reaction now be like I say senior.
Yeah. Oje fans.
Addressing members who were obviously itching to know why he addressed in such a way, Speaker Bagman indicated in his formal communication to the House that Parliament is unique and hence must brand itself in a way that reflects its uniqueness. And one of the ways to do so was to is by the address code. Is by the address code. He indicated that the purpose for his style of dressing was to make members buy into the idea of making Ghana's Parliament a unique one through its dress code. Honourable members, this is the Parliament of Ghana, a unique made in Ghana product, and we must showcase and market it to the world as a brand. We must create a unique set of values and norms that will give a unique character to our Parliament to set it apart from the colonial legacies of the British system. My outfit today, as a speaker presiding, is to set in motion the agenda. And says, as a speaker and addressing, it has come to stay. Now, according to him, the dominant dress code of members of the National Assemblies of Independent Ghana was native costume, and that the Speaker of the First Parliament of the First Republic of the country from 1960 to 1965, Right Honourable Joseph Richard Esiedu, appreciated and practiced it. He explained that the robe or the long garment, the headgear, and the bib constitute the ceremonial dress of the Speaker, and it is worn to distinguish the Speaker from members to reflect the pomp and pageantry of special national occasions. It was therefore meant to be worn only those special occasions. The ceremonial dress is not meant to be a daily apparel of the speaker, he said. And this, speaker at the Chichemu Upper. Also, as you say, I accept responsibility for e-levy brawl. Meanwhile, the speaker yesterday took sole responsibility for the fisticuffs that took place in the chamber in the last meeting. It will be recalled that Parliament on December 20, 2021 halted sittings after discussions on e-levy turned the sacred chamber into a boxing arena. While members went home with swollen faces as a result of slaps, others got their clothes torn, and others were literally pushed onto the floor. Okasano, addressing members of the chamber yesterday, Speaker said he was elected to oversee the affairs of the House, hence should be blamed for the unfortunate incident. Though Speaker Bagbin himself was not in the chamber or in the chair when the fight first took place, he indicated that those who chaired the sitting at the time were only performing delegated duties, hence must not be blamed. Now, pledge not to allow that incident to happen again. He indicated that he will ensure that such incidences do not repeat themselves again. The lessons of the first session have been learnt by us, and we should all pledge not to see particularly a repeat of those violent, nasty scenes, as well as defend and uphold the image of Parliament. It is, sa eno kan ya eno ano mo hwe nhihye ana egu akwama eno nyina ene nsema ekoso osanso eka say being tolerant with the hung Parliament. Na o say omotumi hwe na tolerance and prevail our Parliament. It is eno a ekopie mo Parliament a nsem ba ko mienu we na etimi epie mo ho. As to why na o hwe other paper na e-levy enka agenda no hono reporter say enya dia this week no omede sa 11 September because consultations eguso ekoso
somewhere town hall meeting.
Yes, in Chebia no it will be really late after consultations ne town hall meetings in no ebeli and tisame some kakra ekoso Parliament no ebini.
So the town hall meetings no, it's not to get feedback, but it's to
sensitize. I know the one who just explained it to me yesterday when I asked you what it was for.
Okay. Any
information now,
okay. Ceremony, some of the same information, but
already you know that there are some misinformation some me say do I mean say I didn't know which your friends and transactions and a bear affect any idea. In order for people not to use e-levy for propaganda, and I say omobe can say ma enim, and I say omo some charges be, and I say and then can say some transactions be a yen charge e-levy no so omo be ka say ni na be charge o ko dware kra omo be ka so mojo and those things e be enu ntia na omo call round and sensitization no. Number one, send a beya, because we now understand the need for us to pay, and then also send a beya won't fall victim. What's my say? Because I understand, say, and there was a conversation going on Facebook about mobile money, and Ebimo say there are some agents, okoye depositor. Apparently, they get nothing from the deposit. So they are not keen on making deposit for people. In 2% of this kakoto wallet, so they just tell you that you need e-cash. You need e-cash until you won't mean your deposit, But immediately you tell them you want to withdraw, they are able to do it and all that. And then there are some who are bold to tell you that open some this kakoto wallet, so I'm 3 cedis and I'm 5 cedis, which is kind of illegal and I said not sanctioned by the mobile telecom companies, And in order for people not to fall victim, kwa transaction, the usika kwa wallet, so now wabeka say 1.75 now, so the can and those things, And that is what the friend is saying. The sensitization town hall meeting is. And even if Parliament to me ever do consensus, because no more okay, so as for the e-levy, let us know that it will not be scrapped. what must say ebia kwata ye do ni say bia ye better so na bibi.
All right. Mamani Dr. Isaac Bakunin Komo, or a political scientist in the engine thoughts on a parliament womo akwaba proud to say parliament womo emo mumusono na we told say womo eco break na womo ever try some bridge gaps any differences at womo ewo before and san year kono womo akwaba. It's beginning to look like it's the same tone, same body language, and a year home. Doc, you're more quite about you made in so.
Videos mania.
Now, in boom designer pay.
Oh, Jadum, and what deal.
Does it come to you as a surprise that parliamentarians are not one more abba na entrenched positions na and almost answering?
Media, and yame, mama, and they say, oh, say, in parliament, a year 8th session, we in a sir entrenched position in the because wa wo hono mo a esan say no wo sa ka mampania wa konwa so a ne party awo no emfie na ye twato a ode ebe firi hono mo na obi foforo a party ne beyi no ababedi ade na mampani dada so ono so aka ne emfie nan a wo pa betwa na tese wa wie se ne constitution ne ma no se odi emfie nan se wokobomo se wokotimo no wano apem untimi nkobie wo no enti ono so ne party ebeye de ombetumi bia se beya party wa konwa so no ohu enkonkoye manfo na kono no nkotoma obio se beya ono nanim ebebenyam na watumi ye enti sa yi levy we no se eba with the hope say aban no benya revenue bebre na watumi dia ye development we development na just say bia wo oni bebenyam enti sam ye sitie no de hu se party a NDC support wo mkrofo no say tikia ne ken sa de we de mo mema so na mampani so ne na pam ne party for no so mo memra so se be ya yenso betimi enya ye bota ya ye de ani ebo no betimi eduru ho enti no de enya menwa se twema mentwe no eda so ewo ho sa
obi ebe right to say political interests and members of parliament pursue not the national interest. We'll be very right so because I said no.
Well, say we no enemy no national interest no ho. Na mom no party interest first. Some yes concern no party interest first. Esan say who pursue party na agenda no na wotimi miemu a ho na ebe ma so nyanku ne modie no abese nation no. Ne ho na wo the national interest ne beba enti we ne dia kwese national interest but for now party interest first.
Opani, on a normal day between party interest and the national interest the ain't was a di anim kane
sa sem we die na no die na edeni esan say ye nyina ye pretumi on say ye pretumi aba besebe wo man no na wo pretumi na waye no eye party na wo pretumi na ma no enti ade a wo ye be ma party no etimi anya edudu sa abotai no ho na ya to ama no no abeye wabebu man no eno ne gina wani so pa enti party interest no ete da bia na waba be di national interest ne kan enti se no MP fo no e wo mo se ye pe national interest se wo man no nya revenue bebrea obetimi dia ye mpontunwuma sa kwan ne anema ehia no na yenso ye manfo no e abomoto abaka ho no enso eho ekoma dwom kakra nanso so no ye ne saa no ye ne saa yenye ho beka mu dia ene na chese ye mma saa butai no ema so enka wo komra hye bedwafie no a wo nye party bia wo gina party bia konya so ne koye nanso wabayi wo manager pade nanso wo wura mfi wo party no ne butai ne ade a wo hwehwe kan ne nka pips for no mo nya dwuma pips for ne ye dwuma se yenye party no ye niswade ehun eti ye pese members of your party amom na hye bedwafie party support mo na mo ba mra hye bedwafie no monyere mo ho na de we ya ye party ne pesi wo no mama ye nuru hu we nso se yenso ya ne ye ma wo ticket na de ba mra hye bedwafie de yenso ye ka no tie yen eti whips no no mo krake o mo whips no chief whip ne na asefo no se be ya wa party no ma wo na konya de fa so kokos gina ekuye ho no mo no de party ne ka na wo tie
Opani sa enkomo ya ye die no ebumo say si yetimi pa akọ break ni aba na still parties ni baby obi agina na obi agina na ne National House of Chiefs, the Peace Council, religious organizations, civil society organizations. It's beginning to look like say we are failing as a mind when it comes to the role these entities are supposed to play. Ebana yamanyo somewhere. Oni omo ya adwene.
Many more ya drink could see baby. Oh, you baby say you can force the horse to a riverside, but you can't force it to drink. Ibrahim say if you beat it to drink, many ne say beating our bed drink. O de from kokwa suo ho pa na wo bono se wonu musu a o kan tishem kura o so wonu ma onum. Enti civil society organizations ya wabodin yi. Wo mo betuna adwo mo de mo ye no mo hwe ne yie wo ma no kan kro na mo nwene ho kane wate nanso on fa nya adwuma.
But so far
eno be ne dey.
What we say anamonto bi sa akoso in this particular case.
Ebi wo hono ma ekoso a ebia ebe say behind closed doors ya yenti se momra sem twirofo ya mfrem no manko tie bia na manka ma ye anti a yenti ya migiri se kasesie bi ne sa niema we no ebetumi akoso eye Christian Peace Council no mo ne sa eku ahodo no a omo place a role no omo yese wo sa omo ya dentemu ku civil society organizations a omo wo enipa nkura ene aban ntemu omo di sa adantemu dwumadie no se be ya niema bi a yetwema mentwe ne ade because a omo beti asiesie na yie ato yie na so ti bigiri se obia ma ebi akoso ma ye hunu ye be se etim ebitimi koso san se de ekoba no enya bia efe wo ema wo manyi won si enya military coups d'etat bebre na enum de ye successful ones no abortive any attempted coups nka ho yenya num ewo Ghana ha sei na de keka koe ni ade nse ye koho kra etini ma bi ebetimi de saa niema no afrefre na ba no esese wo bia wo twaka wo man mu no mu no oma ehia no no timi tu ho na mo se ba bi ye keka koe empo 508 BC azani ebe wo Kristo kura no a democracy Christianity kofa ba wo Athens no na ayi wo monko wo agora ho no mo ecclesia wo monko ecclesia meeting a obi ankoda na 21st century na ye kobo ayi akuturuku wo mrahye bedwafie ni because of the policy bi ba ye ntia no kure ni wo bia se wo time kasa kire se afanu nyina se enye no nti ne ye de mo ko ho no mo eti migiri se saafo no omatu na monde da kura
opani am de se wakofa eye atutu asema yehu ye wabra E-levy womo de baya na womo epese womo epass no under certificate of agency no na yehu butubutu course we eburu we na bepemenne yenti say member of parliament we say ye investigate no anase ye invite no anase even your sanction for the course so you know kai ye shase a ye koyi speaker of parliament and also ye hu si atwe obia so does it augur well for our democracy
eno na ehye enkrofo kutupa na omo ye de omo ye yi o ade na ba ko omo be pachew ne mpiri no so speaker ene ne enkrofo nyina be pachew bio ne mpensa so wo ya de ba ko na opachew wotime no me ho wo ye toa so mienu ka ho a eye boapayo eye ni da ho enya mfomso eye ni da ho hwe player for ambo ball wo park so yi obi timi twa obi na eya pa nke so ko twetwede enso wo hu se player for akon park so da eni a ye ball wa hu bi da
sometimes wo mo ba twede
sir
sometimes wo ba twede sometimes
wo na blows ba entansi se sikura me de me hu entansi na ya na yempo ne yakeka say a player for you crowd here footballers ya se be nymen kan mu obi ani mutia wo mo hu mani mu nkwa ani mu bi asa men kan mu obi ani mutia me pa chawa me siso bi omo kura omo ntu akuturuku omo adwuma na obi twa wa ya pa wo na mutime bu koda hospital no emo kura no omo mmotwede na yenya yesi yemfa yenimu die nkonkotoato adwen ma wo man ne nkoso na eto se echinji aba na yekokontokwa enye secondary school na child yo for secondary school to Ashanti region, secondary school and America say so my child fear in fear the asenum into the child ye minimum ho na metumi ama nhweso. Woku ye ba punish wo. Wonni wantimi as I say tolerance na wonni wo bi kokon. Ye be punish mo mienu nyina mo kon ye no. Ye be investigate mo. Na mmara hye bedwafie na de ye si ne mprensa so na ye nchi anoma ba kora emfa no fa so twen mu a se ne be hye obi akutu pase o eto de ye ye be kon. Enti me di mmara hye bedwafie mpanifo leadership no ho ya papa. Doesn't they encourage this? Person we koso a say enye hwe ne be pachew. E cho pa no te da bia obi ntie bie wo. It's an sudden ayeko ayeno ayesa aye oho. Enti mpanifo we de enye contempt asemu bia. Obi na akoka sem bia anka ya che no jedua bra be yi wo hu ano. Omonfa embra ne hyehyɛ ye wo ho no mo no omonfa nya dwuma ye ka institutions a ye Obama na obeka kire say Ghana de hia ne strong institutions nya strong me ye boa pa say ye ntiase pa institutions enye dan enye mra ene hyehyɛ ye ne ahwe ye amra ne hyehyɛ ye de asi ho say ye mfa nya dwuma enti omoma institutions no enya dwuma na nipa enso nsi institutions mra ne hyehyɛ ye de asi ho enti omompem bibi pabi enkan kire omo members no a omaya so bra kire no na ya do so dodo
Opani see you know kasa de you know kasa as a resource person but se o sho kokoro mu a wo ye Ghana ni 11 sensemi no opani yem passe amem passe yente so anase ngine be bi ejina
me de political economic akra me ye me hu se Africa any aman bi e wo Latin America honom any is facing Asia ho baby amanfo a omo free Europe aman ni bi so eba bi di ye so enti yen dodo na de ka colonial rule hwe Africa de jama mi swai ni yi Liberia and Ethiopia oman ka colonial rule anhwe oman bia wo frem oman wa Africa bia no okɔhye saa aman bɛyɛ enson ase ebo colonial rule mu na colonial rule ne munwa kopsi brom jafa hodie ma yen no na oma integrate yen economies no to the global economy na sɛ ne sikoba yen no once omo ba ha no omo be hu se ye mineral resources ye wo agricultural resources ni ade enti omo reduce yen to net exporters of tropical raw materials enti saa de no atoa so a ye de komo oba ade nsa no se koko ne ebeti a wo de wo hata ya efa hwe na fabra oba ade nsa no na in its raw state na ye fa finished product ye nya ne finished product ne fa mrew enti dwade no omde ye wura mu no ye ho kamu de to ye niam no fofo ene akoto omde ye abode de bia na ka wom enti ya de kama wo kire bope na go betin wo institutions wo ayi o ma na omde ya na ya ba obesia enti economics no asaya na oil crisis ne bad ya na ne na asay kura yenya oil shock in early 70s yenya bi early 80s ana de say Ghana de no kura ne Hamatan bi be see ya ne bushfires bi by in the early 80s ne bo yiwura structure adjustment program ye ya atenten na chirom de kai be cheyen enti ese kasam na nya papa na de bia ye ka say yen pe kwan foforo so pan generate revenue en na yen nyai bosia bono esa se bosia no bro a se sika wo de kotua ka no eni se sika wo ti megigye wo etuo mo ne ade ye yi bon percentage terms a won se na fe wo wakam e ko di ba bi e se da bi se ba bi wo ko do de e ka ya mene wo so enti ese ne ese dem broaden the tax net da bi ase e aka say widen the tax net they are tremu dia abanya hu say what this electronic means they transfer sika e come afoforo ben amafo tie gusu a wo hwe sika ye nya no per second sika ye transfer through we mi na edosun e na ban say ne we ye kwan bi a me faso e de nya sika e de aka de daada mi nya no ho na me de ama empuntu akoso wo memu me je sika ya adwen papa bosia bro ne dosun dodo enti se no ba na akoba ne se ya ne hye no so say ye to abade aban ne hye oman kenya na na do ne na pamfo ne nsan ya momfie nan say executive no execute we call the Latin and I say what just say one implement a policies. One more French say any and yaman quack no more emfa and puntu umra or memo. Ain't your banner saying what be now what should show near me say the major policies no or the comra she be fee. Now when I acquire to my mention, me kid say about buying fee night. What in the policy bar? There's some man na all implement it. A corner say a bo a no de my Ghana for ye will quite password a ditch ban said there be the audio con the audio home say a minute. Ebia Bapa 1994-95. Enti media me gidi se kasa atwema mentwin ehun hia. Se ye na makwan paso. Ye nya aresabia no bebre na wokọ ayaresahwe okọ payarehwe a. Enya se wo fifi ahomnache obeba nwumre na je se adwuma wantimi ankwa adwuma. Ayaresabia nya ba bia ekodi hours wo ho. Enti ka wokọ na hospitals yi doso me ke se na manpenda da aka se enye visit bia na hia hospital me temi ya mo shemi. Uko otafo akumase obi ti mekọ hospital ahomnache enwumre na obebefie nti hospitals ni do so a odi ekomi patem ho achemodan ye wa ban hospital kese ye wo hospitals akese bebre ka ho private ones enso ko hospital anya ne na tina wo beba enti ye wo hospitals ne beye mienu wo ho no ma mengine se nka ya de bone kura enti aban na tinya ye ni ma bebre na ye tua kakra yenya na esi ye bo man no mpuntu ho bra ebi for metimi meye maye ode be ma obosia enti mi gire se kaya adwen papa
wobi ebe bi se amre ya aban pese ogisa sikai for mpuntu dwuma no aye mre nsusu a Ghana for bebe na ahwere wo madwuma because of COVID-19 aye mre a Ghana for bebe no madwuma asai aye bra Ghana for enam ahoyehia mu enti time no enso
won time no COVID no ebre si ye pa ye tutu onwuma mu no ehwo de na amene yen ye tutu onwuma nyina mu omamo hotel for ne ade ye woni omde nkoma mo de se makoba news bebre o meka ti o se ye nwuma gu enwuma bebre ye kura sei na me nka se we ne ba ye we eye school yi ne kura kuro yi pa ye to school yi mo bosomi ahin hairdresser wo ye adunya de wono aduane ba kwa ho school for to die de bo pamade dodo na toto wo shops mu taxi driver for e ba ye omunyuma dodo na aja enwuma ye esan se school no school for ni ha and enti nyuma ko form ebra ye ba ye hu se ya eche se economic activities na asa ba ne namo bio enti kire se ye free mu ya ye kunka yade ye ya ene lockdown bi ni ho ni ade o ye nya fam ha ye die nyankopon ye de ni ye megire seka ebre no enie ente se abre na gine mo den 2020 no efi match ho kọ no enti me fi se ebre nie na ho se eto de sika wanya ai so kotoko mu no o yi bia mo bi a eya papa titru se o di tua eto a eya wo behwe se asore dem kura yen nyina gitum se ye kwakosum nyam nyankopon ye se ye da o ba fa bibi shokotoko mo bra no eno kura no ya da ni tua ye o hu sa o se tait ya da manfo tia na yo mo ya and collection say into be hu Pentecost ni presby ni Methodist fo yi ni e de nyuma si so yes mo to collection won se na mai di asa na meme so di egina mu na o mo de kwakotum wo ka se ye mo nyum na obi afa kokotum a ya akọ Church of Christ ni Yehowa Azidifo no kwhwe mo collection yo munya se na fatu Pentecost o enyum bi enim nti wo bia on fentu mo kura enti o ya je se okrokro nipa no ansa na wo de aba enti no na de wo ya ne wo de tax bi e ba man for be resist they will try to resist that di kan be wo hu se ne seti etie enti no de time no de enya kura we no yesen ebra na COVID ni gina mu no eye ya ne se ye enti Ghana for me gide se ka ye mia ye ne na ye nhwe na mom de ewom ne se aban no so sika na eba no eba so mo gitum ne ba won fa ne de se fata ma Ghana for hu so mfa so sampa sa de ye edi mpuntuo nwonwaso abaya setene mu enye se ya se de obi en ho yi wu a wode ne nsa kopapadua na so tede bia de won sa ho na motafre no dooso a ya na ma ne braba
Donc, il y a un pays, c'est Ojimbe na Edin Kumo. Dr. Isaac Brako and Edin Kumo na yeji ne thoughts of Parliament and Sensem E-Levy and Sensem senior one so ehu situation ne esi efa na dwene mu ne de now is the best time say ibetua 1.75 no sisi ade no ma ahen hare kakra nti yetua na yetua. Is that why already so betua ade?
I mean, let's just let the education go on. Let's just be clear on what we are paying the 1.75 on. That's all. And then let there not be any confusion and hidden deductions. What must say? If we are not clear on what the deductions will be on, so I mean, I don't think anybody is happy to pay any form of tax. And you know, I can't sit here and say that it's almost like I don't have a choice to. What must say?
Because Charlie, system moshi. Obi a ukotimi ko gina filling station. Na wo na ho akire wo ukoto petrol. Na ukoduro na aka nzi obi san se o pacho mo o se o ye ni merchant mo ni ye wo we wo honom. Ano na kwa ne bete some point 40 pesos 50 pesos be pay. I was shocked when I saw obi okuta car Ghana wo se kaka edimu bia enu bi. Akwani ka change so almost service no almost extra charge be so I think it's about 50 pesos or something. I had akwani to the car.
Yeah.
Akoba be fufuro.
Yeah, pesos here.
Anyway, why crado?
Me. Omomo ni mejai.
Mame any any nkomo Honorable Alexander Akwesi Akwa Akimoda constituency womo member parliament ye ni nkomo na yembisa no the ecoso el parliament womo eco a break you know what that said he would know say some conversations eco so that would have fostered a unity any peace and combine no in himself commodity odo and a befia boom nanka 11 sensemi na nka na mu anisa opani yamakwa baba happy morning show so
me Joseph
na embom de say
ya me ado me hoye
yo muko break no as members of parliament me kai say mo set up committee bia na mo hwehwe mu say ntoko course no ene sania yenhu biem no committee ne be na adwuma yesan so ka kire say you try and build consensus muko break na anya bia we esiye
consensus ne de say be ye koswara consensus with our colleagues on the other side. I think the deal was so chairman India. I was one more plane na ye party 11 near the bois on my no committee na some lady let me say one more edin komo etwetwe komo dudu na no ankosi nti yemfa no say no de ye hunu baby omo adwuma ekopiki here. But the reality is that we are still building consensus. And until that, and no, I'm buy, you know. Yentini, I'm from the Tuga say, you live, you know, yeah, the Eba, I represent it.
Will be a bisa say, at the Entina, ye Gina ye levy 1.75, Nanya 1.5, and your 1, no 1.75 Nanya Gina.
Oh, sir, your war calculations are, yeah. And you need to do a year bit me a day actually one mine on a month for whom upper warmer. And you know, near Yashe, Ubika, Yadon, and the Asia boom. Say, see, and you bit with your boom mine. And you know, yes, a month for a cutter on two hardship and how the month for. And you know, your consultation is speak with them. Yes, me any telecoms to Edin Como. Now, almost so happening was almost behind, almost so cost no so kakra. Now, I don't know, I'm a mouth for a kumu ajom kakra.
Opani 1.5. Yent me find yajuma because now say you can kind say a government the expenditure budget no. Obo more than 20% BDA or say yemfa hold you on for the time being. Now senior situation is here no. And if we are able to make adjustments in terms of yen expenditure and your plans here by year, is it not possible for us to review this one as well?
Oh, sir, a dinner that adjustment no ya say yes tikadua e di ye adwuma no so another name you nya se be ye no. Ya hwe mo e no say sabe wuti fie bi ya na se enema ya won hye a wuti bi ya ma nkrofo to de bi a wuti meka se mekwa koto ntoma no mapam anazima koto material no mapam She do be there to look after that. Another one chaba. It's young and cause a brand kakra. Na yemfa nantim. Eno na ba ya se what say na niam bia o pese oye no so. Na ma itimi enya fine. But also 1.75 media this E11 no call to specific areas. It is not specific areas, you know. A car at that one here, you know. And I yes, she say, you did me near the Aboa Mount na and you're not using us 1.75.
Of any specific areas, I will come on some near Henny.
Oh, specific areas, you know, we are looking at roads. Yeah, MPBA, Ebisa, Ubza MPBA, Netagria, the medical catcher, nothing. It's that Nipano Uyani, Yang, you hear, and it's Obenya, Aquampa, Asapo. You know, levy ever call into roads. You levy ever call into cyber security. And then also in Kenya, Abepo in Sicily, Ama cyber in Sabano, Akaya Bibia in Yapa. It's not Yia, it's cyber security. And so, you better have me, Ashimukena. And that's the transports. You can say, you know, you don't know about the transport agreement. Now, you can transport, I bet me, and you have amount for one more so sabi traffic day over here now amount for air take traffic so because of transporter was one more effort.
Yemfa ne back see if a transporter what is the money collected no ye dey kwakwaye our transport sector ye dey den.
Oh yeah, our company are buying the different bus company you hear the here retooling on the buses no access you hear the benya buses a hold ama womo na wo hwe ayalolo e ba yi ya na ka concept ni ye sa areas nyina no ye be invest in it ye invest in it and no beboa ama at the end of the day no obe hen you be able to better for the car e dia ba krom directly e be do that no na wo hia say obetimi apako pa na wa public transport na aboa and you know those areas am aware say e be the ko.
All right, now let's take a step back. Now Mimbisa say the government has been in power for a term. Our term no 4 years. That term no, that was a time that the government told us we have been able to propel the economy. Say economy grow very well. The ratings by Fitch, Moody's, and indicators indeed that was the position at the time. Yeah, who say retooling? Yeah, what can me? In terms of the acquisition of new buses, in terms of acquisition of also in the transport sector, how are we to believe, say, and then Mama, you and I'm best idea.
Oh, say, on my dear one in Sicily, it's no sabi, yeah, Kasa, yeah, Kenyan, I gave up for the year, COVID, because as to say, I know war, ye did mine. Minia, COVID, any won't send them no. And yet, there will be a bit near Gusso. A car, Yapo, our COVID. And if you can't go also mining ya, our COVID, Primo, a buy no NCE anger. Being our cover, if the Indian are buying to Germano, not being a no person in that area, and a COVID, a baby, or mine so, I can tell you, and I say, you have to, I can tell you. And then every brain say, at the time, na ukuta sika na wo economy ni ye ade pa you didn't invest in that, but some momuno and I work as a worker invest in that, seeing the importance of the transport sector when it comes to economic growth. Oh, because you cannot do it all at once. Sebe also yebi na and after also yebi now to and utu so another time. So you cannot say that you need to have it done now. And as a sabri ya de bria upaso we na was a utimi ebusa with the system no ebia enka sabri na also investment in transport. But in that period no COVID you couldn't do it properly. And also interested in the next assessment.
Opani, is it the case say E11 no any the only option as a man ye war when it comes to revenue mobilization, whether internal or external?
As of now, that's what it is, because we want to maintain our debt stock. And that's the person who buy my MPJ, because apart from IMF, the conditionalities. saa bere no a na yɛtumi ma obi adwuma yɛtumi ma afan kwan ma ne ntumi mfa nipa ɛno ne yɛpɛ.
But sir, if IMF comes in, no, because government put a freeze on employment by the public sector, you agree with me, sir? Most of the times when the budget is read, your revenue are generating, a chunk of it is going to servicing of these salaries.
And also that you person on mining, your mine an entrepreneurial nation. On mining, because that is what will build the economy. And only bit me about the pressure on mine. It's you who are willing from the public sector driven economy to a private sector one. It's at the end of the day, one has planting of food, plan for food and job, yeah, precipitation here, you start, now almost so estimate your margin or maniano,
but you see, me no starting commodity, which are 3 areas we say e-levy sikeni ya de echo transport air bako roads air bako the first one you mentioned it's just escaped me, but you didn't mention planting for food and jobs, you didn't mention industrialization, you didn't mention any of these areas. But here is the case. Now you are introducing another element into the conversation when it comes to the utilization of.
I have been introduced. These are things that I ran already. As our argument, I'm supporting and I suggest to say, idea you are aware of some of these things. In fact, first, I said 10 minutes. I had not put myself together to go through this. I feel that I may not have for more. What idea?
Medo ase sir Ojimbe na medi nkomo onobo akwesi akwa anope medo ase yo yento aso na ni nkomo onobo Alexander akwesi akwa ne no edi nkomo no Raymond at least we follow conversation no ono ansuso na adwenkyere as to why it is critical for the e-levy to be collected.
See, Sammy, I have argued, sir. If government indeed feels a sort of Jesus and I said Ghana for to me who say Sikana ya babeji no ya for specific idea we see and I'm kwakoya. But I mean, send our MP edika ka asem. Also say 7 billion. Ebi be call transport. Ebi be call agriculture. Ebi be call roads. Ebi be call youth development in Sensema. I mean, just 7 billion we compared to Sika various ministries, no, EGG in the past. So I mean, you ask yourself, say, how does this 7 billion solve all the problems and solve most of the problems in some of these sectors? We have been told, say, e-levy would seek to, just say if they attack on us, e-levy would seek to brighten. And we are saying that, I mean, you see, budget here, we have been told, say, e-levy, disbursement, appropriation bill, it's our e-levy components. So, I mean, you ask yourself, say, it is the same ministries, the same agencies, the same public institutions and government institutions, and Auditor General, say, some 12 billion plus Ghana cities has been lost because of OMO activities. So, I mean, Ebimu, Sika, Yentumenji. Sika, some of these state institutions have given out to recover. We are asking that if we are taking money again to go and give these same institutions, and in 2021, Auditor General report in Yambai, I'm sure there's still some wastage and our losses why I recorded. So I mean, are we still interested in Yajisika, Neakochiche, under the budget, among ministries, agencies, state-owned institutions, now based on our activities, our actions and inactions, we are still losing these funds. And there's no strategy. And now buying to me, we know, say, we are retrieving this money and now Yajisika we are. So I mean, it means that your Fasikano will take it back there. They will be advised to do prudent management, to do finance officers, someone checking vouchers, someone yes. But I mean, the rot still continues. What am I saying? We are saying that 11, no, it is just a small component of budget, no. But I mean, bigger one. No. How are we protecting it? We have confidence. Say, kitty, you are coming to squeeze the hands of Ghanaians to take no value for money, baby. Prudent use, baby. So I know they are saying my year can. Otherwise, I mean, I am not sure. Say any Ghanaian after reading Auditor General's report, no, will come and say that NSC 11 years per se. And any Ghanaian after seeing say development across will come her. You know, infrastructure, hospitals, schools, bibia years. I mean, I'm not sure anybody will be happy now. I'm say 1.75 no munjia. But I mean, because of how you use Sikano, because of how I mean, I quite to say, anything that happens, I mean, we move on. Auditor General's report, year in year out, we move on. We continue living. So I mean, you see, we got to a point when we start getting wise. When Ghanaians start getting wiser, that will be difficult for you to go back to them with the same format, and they'll be running after you. Say, "On person almost support you, of course." No, that is where we are.
Una contractor pen, una project management pen. I thought say you can't budget now. You can't budget no every year. Encapsulated in it a project government best or
Yes, I mean,
until the 2021 budget. 2021 budget, it captures roads, government best all year.
Yes.
It captures infrastructure projects at government best all year.
Yes.
It shows where the government is going to get the money to pay for these contracts, when they are awarded.
Yes, that's good.
So then, how do we get told, say, it is going to be used to service contractors when we more money to pay them?
Yes, I mean, it means that part of Sikana Yajino, when you go to the roads and transport, or budget, there's a line item, payment to contractors, outstanding payment to contractors. Mm-hmm. Part of that 7 billion, you bet him kakra. But
at the time I prepare 2021 budget,
yeah.
Near about this contract and Amasa contract, and yes, fancy about 10 kilometers. And that's why 5 kilometers of a road I buy him say 5 kilometers no bit me I will be to your contract and I can it was budgeted for.
Yeah.
What's the making I say?
Yeah.
That allocation which was made why should it transition into that of 2022 when it was budgeted for in 2021?
Sammy, you see, 2021 omo appropriation, omo budget Now in the mind of the finance ministry there's so much to make clear in 2022 based on receipts whether it's from the road fund, whether it's from contracts but if you are not able to meet that target in terms of receipts, now want to make and settle our bills now, you have to carry it over into the next year. So again, you do your projections, of which this time around you don't have road fund getting money from toll booth, but possibly road fund getting money from E-levy, Ultimately, it has to appear again as outstanding payments to contractors. It has to appear in 2022. You be pay sika fufuro. I support it. In addition to 2021, nankasa na eka ebe wo ho na new eka ebe ba no. Nyina we carry it over into 2022. Sana ye mass netie. Sana ye mass netie. But I mean, you see, Samuel ni bibi.
Baby, you say na be kono.
9%
you start no.
Yeah.
You start no. Say a Ghana case anymore.
Yes. Yes.
It's been catered for already with the 100 billion.
Yeah.
So the
But did they tell you the 100 billion was there?
No, 100 billion. I say, it's part of your COVID-19 funds.
And maybe say, the entrepreneurial drive now we are saying say is because of that, and it's one of the reasons why we need to collect the E-levy.
It's not just one entrepreneurial drive. What am I saying?
It's part of it.
There are different projects aimed at ensuring say entrepreneurial drive, it to me a movie Into no.
Sammy, Mama Chow, baby. Sammy, let me show you how roads you lose Sika Okroma. Sammy, one contract are given. Into Mama was Sammy company road, second year. The value of the road is 11 million Ghana cedis on paper. And it be over 3 years and over 2 years. Number of kilometers needed. Without mobilization. Because without mobilization, just say, oh, cost site me more Sika. Why do Sika best start road? No.
Yeah.
So when you raise your first certificate, after say 4 months our cost site, it will take you best 1 year or more and send us a certificate in your another certificate now. All this as can be a best and cost site bill. So call you Jumani bill. I can take you another 6 to 8 months. We raise another certificate. Say another 6 to 8 months and send a better okay. So I mean, it gets to a point. It gets to a point. The contractor feels say, when I take the money, I go back to almost restart road now. Masha say I may do baby. You know, I should have made progress if the money had come earlier. I met to. So it gets to a point. The contractor feels say, Ejuma me yaboka into me bill. So they leave site. When they leave site, in the books of urban roads, that contract has been awarded. Payments are cut for certain contractors on Ejuma. But the contractor may never go back to that site. It means that two tranches of money which your contractor no. Sami, you know, a sunk cost. The road is not done, but you've paid somebody to do that road until later. Obabeka says, Sami, a road or me area now. When they go into their books, you know that we paid some money for this road to be done by Sami Company Limited. Sami hasn't done it. By that time, now Sami Ejuma. So how do you even retrieve the money that you've paid part for? No speak at you say, Ejuma why no? Ehun part na waje. So Sami, a lot of roads are left hanging. You've paid part to contractors, but you've not paid the rest. Ejuma no so yenye. So we lose. As a nation, we lose. And it is not because of contractor, and it is because Sikan Niwa or the funded project, you know, in terms and a obey contract na we yourself. Unlike Pokwasi interchange more. On them say because you know your kojilo na kesiye eba sikanu gu ho na edi ejuma no. So I mean when it comes to urban roads, any other roads are complaining saying yenye. So I mean this is the case, and any contractor will tell you say Sammy, and you're prudent. The kind of system I edit here, and so I mean if this system has to continue like that, with how we raise money, you don't have bulk of the money, but what he said, what you charge roads, a teacher hoping say you raise funds from ABR road tools now Bible good road fund now via disbursement. I mean, this type of system, it would make it difficult for people to work. It will make it difficult for us to even see the tangibles because I mean, we may see the start, but we may never see the finish.
Well, Ray, me uncle for a short breather, Embra, yaba na yentuan competition is in NBA phone license so Emma for Embra Jimedini so. And you're welcome back. 15 minutes to 9. Yama Akwaba Eba Jimediano Eso. Mami anyway say, Raymond, pay attention to what I'm about reading. Pay attention. This is the message. To Heidi Owusu Ajiman. This is coming from Isaac Ade. Isaac Ade says, happy birthday to you, Heidi Owusu Ajiman. Say Heidi. Heidi no,
Ochechono azikade ni boge.
So Heidi, it didn't want to meet a cantonment didn't be. Heidi,
but me a shock you.
Heidi Owusu Ajiman. We every Isaac Ade
ni boge.
Was it debut Puge enye enkadio Puge everything.
Na ni na nchese ni NEE.
Okay. Was it what will show happy birthday? As I was sending him one for embellishments beyond anchor. To send you see sending and I mean a coded message in for being
happy birthday pen or
send on problem. But so the two streets and there will be work as there were embellishments.
You are dating a year.
Debbie. I was say a dinner call me phone to Mrs. Sandy, you know, a day.
Also, a dinner there, Heidi.
Heidi. Oh, so my bo a Google mommy.
Okay.
And I was with a bo a Facebook mommy.
Heidi.
Right. Now maybe your phone lines into by the time you now you're researching it.
My bro profile.
And you man, you 0244-885140 0244-885140 over to me at the
Sabi what's so full.
Now, Sammy, Heidi no spelling my kakra.
Heidi. Heidi. Heidi.
Heidi Lotto.
Okay, I done it. 0244-885140. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Sammy.
Yeah.
This is
You're not announced where?
Michael near Clavon.
Young communion.
Not only MP Nicasa or see or new any baby of the Quapo Jessica. Now, Jessica, when you won't deal. Send me my age, you man, I may more scout mobile, so I am me, dear, but you my head and I need there. And you won't dear. Sassica and ya find a pepper mammy. But you mammy yet, and won't fast on. Now, if I saw much timid tax in Vienna, I can't maybe the year you mana. O see, any other question say, Betty, Bomo tax. But I won't come run on some can be or can be deep, you must say, the Biblical route. You are one of market say 1.2 million, 1.2 billion Ghana cedis a year. A Sigana, we see. Now, so Jan from a fan of Bobby. Why you come for a group? Nanya, why you want your next work of Nafaso? And
Debbie. How there? Let's not go there. Let's not go there. Thank you very much for joining me. Remember, Father, Mama Shadi. 0244-885140. Also, bet me a friend over Jumedian so. Now, also know what the also audience at the brain 0244-885140. Fine. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, I'm actually baby free.
The Batorian Frankinado Army,
Yo, Frank Yanko.
Yo, I'm a fighter, I'm in charge at the Punya. Minia, you live. Once and so for one has some of wine, a good form now. Oh, market on one cat, which I saw. By the way, you put your water tax, I have a woo. So, who is a 1,000 city? And I'm a mammy. Eddie Cotobia, because you are not to do 1,000 Ghana a month. What a man now? Over 1,000 Ghana now, Papa. I think you would sister Ghana, as also. I don't ever tax you first and when the Ghana, when vegetarian, we are not saying. There's a certain enough for the people who attack the other coming. I can't watch to say Ghana. I think mobile money and another water. Oh, President, as you create the platform. What you get the platform, MTN for a dream with their mobile money. Eddie Abba, what the good bank in the Bianco Bank Juma. I brought the mobile money to yes. No. For maybe Juma, and my mobile money, MTN and Dia.
You Medoasi, self friend now buy and pay, but point be a first call on the year, no, a chimney kakra. Because we say, why Juma, what a till taxes in now also. I can't take home pay, no. And then I be in some. And I'll say, me found question pass it. Me found to platform MTN for our building, ESO. Them here, Makuima dear. We see, I know so the water to tax in here, you know, and also some better tax also.
See, Saska no me I just say transfer ko bibia. Oko you sika ko yi, but me.
Into withdrawal is not affected.
No, say withdrawal there.
But I'm for Obi Ahmad. Say hello, good morning.
Good morning, brother.
Yes, I'm actually doing baby free.
Wisdom credit from Katamas.
Yanko.
Brother.
Yes.
Mami Pisa Remo say, Obi didi mani bi or mani bi diana.
Gabi.
Na mu ka kojo safo ka ho asem a didi omo MPs na ministers na omo ye car business no. Omo kokra aban na asa na mo de car na ba na. Okay, o de mami ja no ti o. Wọ́n sẹ́ yàjà toll gate NISC yẹ bá bẹ̀ di mobile money levy. Cars náà ẹ̀yà ọmú tí a tó nu sẹ́bi o ọmú tún káà náà nípa ẹni mu a ọmú tí a wọ̀ yìí nànà ẹ̀nyẹ́ yà á nà ẹ̀ fún káà náà sànà ọmú àpàtó wọn mu náà yẹ. Yẹ ní hɔ na panyin bi abẹ́ka kyerɛ sɛ tó sika no we are almost 80%. And also say yes once the you be the achu and this mobile this levy na mobile money way na and sika and you be some no we are over here so year na so mobile here so year dia and the target no mo san family no mo here so year san no mo abedi
wisdom medo asan pay na a friend is saying also so the what the abreme anapai Mr. Timothy kakare bia obi an mechiao open air content na mamumu nsu me de bema. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Uncle Chiba.
Yes sir.
Chiba mi chia na pa mi chia my wife fashi. Mi chia the man dream. Chiba. About Ilezi, and say, oh, friend, is over you, I'm of your friend. Now, the first question I was in Pakistan, no, can be I say, a rapper of politics. Anything I say, some of them might have to own place or mark you the embassy. And now, only the same argument. And then more every year, your friend saying, lot is a loss in the agenda, at about 2020 or 2021. So almost 12 point something billion. I lost away. That can million and I say will be able to. I don't know before unconscious that can actually find. Everything that much I will buy. It's what you get Mamma Pamono. I see a book rubber. Some of you are much money and I said, you may want to say your cobra and your one thing that you will get ever taxi. Maybe the consent is here. I find the first Tobuta is Yawa at the free. Sabi, and we have the peer who are two a free. In Sakasa, you may be anything for every super percentage of craft. And I'm going to share first and talk with you and Embois. I think I said, yes, what block, study for a process and doesn't your things here. And the other year's car.
Meadows and pay, so offering about Jimedian so and ha and a baby my quiet na Eddie and Fun in Mema, you may be. Why you want to be? I have Mamisha.
So I mean, about speeding me too much. Documents. On the message about man who young man. On man who message. Yes.
Yeah. I think we are playing a losing game.
Yeah.
Me and you.
Bonnie uncle.
Because at the end of the day, we have to go off air because I'm saying behind the scenes for no. When we meet a capture more than
that's true
on the screen.
You already heard the message money home.
Go back.
Me go back home.
Who am I?
I'm
on say wishing you happy birthday to young man on. Let's go.
Was say I thank God for the gift of life.
Amen.
The air I breathe right from my conception. For the job I have.
That's right.
My financial stability.
Amen.
And a loving family.
Amen.
Happy birthday, Heidi Owusu-Ajimai. Glow in God's glory.
That's right. So,
now, Tim said, I say, producer Okuta scanning eyes. Yes, it is Okuta scanning eyes.
Also, producer, so I know who was awful.
Son, only on the Canter Crossing go for.
Yeah.
I know, and on the Canter Crossing go for.
On the Bible, no,
about producers.
Yeah.
Because. I'm a producer, no.
Samuel, you're not supposed to end the show.
No,
so you want us to end the show abruptly?
Very important.
Is that what you're saying, that we should end the show abruptly?
Very important.